recording.
That's right, mate.
Go ahead, Tyler. And yes, after making your way finally back to Sigil last week, you found Sindarian enjoying his place at the treehouse, maybe a little too much. Yeah. And so you visited Estefan, and he said that Sindarian did have some news for you. They have been keeping tabs on Kaylon, and he had been visiting a Ramsey's curiosity shop quite a bit. And then also you found out a little more information about Kaylon when you went and talked to Estefan, who informed you that Kaylon had a meeting with the governors in Sigil.
Yes.
And that they basically gave him a time period to figure out a universal key to all the portals.
Okay.
And he had to get it done in that time period, or they were going to revoke his charter for Sigil Hop.
And then we had sent Higgins to explore that. Isn't that not correct?
To see what happened in that.
Yes. And what others who were interested in participating in the finding of the universal key had to do in order to participate, right? Isn't that what he was going to do? Is find out what?
Well, he was going to go look for information.
Okay.
So specifically, and what Higgins is going to do, because he's the clerk officer type, he's going to go look at the notes of the meeting. You know what I mean, and see what was said in that meeting. Right. So, but that does take some time in Sigil, and you, even though it's been a week in our world, it's only been a couple hours since you guys sent Higgins off.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Right, because we're still at Joaquin.
Yes.
Well, if Joaquin still has the spiked, shadow sparked, or the stealth spiked leather armor that gives advantage on stealth rolls.
Do you see it on that page anywhere?
Okay, and it's on the back, you say?
Yeah, I probably would be easier way to find it. Shrouded.
So, Sandarian. I sent him back, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You sent him back to Goju. Yes, for extra training and penance. So he'll be doing.
I mean, he needs to learn his place, right?
Right. He's still talented. I've seen him fight.
Yeah. He just needs to be knocked down a peg.
Yeah.
I see it. It's right there, but I can't read anything.
The shrouded studded leather, 2,850.
Yeah. Is that what we were looking for? Was the price?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So that'll give you advantage on stealth checks.
Thank you.
And also studded leather armor.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, +1. So that is attunement.
That's fine. Okay. I'm only attuned to 2 things.
Belt, cloak, and staff.
Belt was not attuned. I didn't have to attune to the belt.
I think you do. So before you buy this, hold on a second.
I think you told me I didn't.
I'm sure that strength belt you're going to have to attune to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too.
Yeah. That's not going to be a freebie.
So I have the strength belt, I have the staff, and I have the cloak.
Correct.
Okay.
And what are you getting? What do you want to get?
I want to get the shrouded studded leather armor.
Oh, stealth checks.
Yeah.
Yes, it does require attunement.
Okay.
So, think it over, Tally.
I am going to have to. Think it over.
What was your question?
How do I attune my cloak of protection, my oath bow, and my runestone?
You just have to it takes time. You just have to sit with them. So
it's a short rest, which is anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour.
So anything that you've been using, you've already attuned.
What? Okay, so the cloak of protection.
Yes, is already attuned.
And so the bow you just bought, so you're going to have to attune yourself to the bow.
Okay.
Which means you just take a short rest and sit with it and meditate or whatever.
That's right, I decided to train last time.
Right.
Speed that up. Okay, now I remember, because I was like, I'm going to get this arrow.
That's right, you were training people at my dojo. You were training my students.
You know, I think I'm going to not do that.
Got some archers.
At this point.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They'll be there when I decide I don't want to be.
I can't always promise. Things do move, Tally.
Yes, it's true. But I'll take my chances.
Is Robin coming? Or
yes, we are kind of waiting for her.
Way.
Okay.
Some of us
So do you have
still
the
trying to make
list?
decisions. We don't, it's.
Matt just had.
Yeah, do you have can I look at the shopping list?
Didn't we get more money? Didn't we get some money?
Yeah, there's a bunch in the coffer, I thought, like in the.
I thought that was the 42 gold. And then we're like, someone has to keep track. And Jen was
thought
like,
everybody got
I'm
an
gonna
extra-
keep
Right, yeah,
track.
totally. Jen's got it.
Right. Right. You need the list?
Yeah.
I think I wrote it down too.
I thought everybody got an extra 12.
I don't think she 1250.
And then we had 10, and we were holding on to 10 for a portal or something, right?
Yes, but everybody got 1250
Right,
from that 10.
From the 10 or above that? Because there was more than 10.
Right. We set aside
Everyone
$10,000 for another
1250.
10,000 gold.
We took 1,200 from, and we split what it was above the 10.
Yep.
Oh, no, it was the highest. It was the person that
Needed
had
the most money.
needed the
Oh, right.
And somebody needed 1250, so we all got 12.
Yes.
Yes, but I thought that came out of like the 10 grand. Did that come out of the 10?
No, that was in excess of the 10 grand.
Yep.
We got the 10 grand. We set aside
Aside.
10 grand for the portal.
Okay.
And whatever was left, we
And
split
whatever
up.
was left. And maybe I've got that too.
And that was 1250? There was 1250 each after
Yes.
the 10 grand?
Yeah.
I mean,
We got it. Well, that was from the woo cakes and the fucking.
we got 12,623 from the woo cakes. That's what we got from the woo cakes.
1,200?
12,623.
Oh,
12,000.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, so then
We must have had more money than the 2,623 left over after we set aside 10,000 from someplace else.
the beholder. We had the beholder.
We got some stuff
cash.
from the beholder.
There was like 4,000 from the beholders.
Yeah,
thing.
right.
Okay. Who's in charge of the money from now on?
Oh god.
I can be. Just tell me what.
Yeah, but you may not be here every week, so why don't we put Josh in charge of it or something?
Okay, I won't be in charge of the money. I will be in charge of money. I will be the money man, even though I hate it.
I feel like Judy has the numbers.
Well, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't.
I know I can't make sense of the ones that I wrote down, really.
But I would keep track if somebody gave me a
I
starter.
don't care about money. That's
Yeah, okay, well then don't be the money man, but like...
Yeah, don't be the money man.
That's the thing, is the dragon is the one who cared about the money.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Our hoarder. Right.
Right.
But she also is a hoarder, so maybe it's best that we didn't put her in charge. She might be skimming and shit.
Alright,
Yes.
right.
Woo!
Interest.
Building her own hoard.
Oh, yeah.
Her
right.
backs.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
I guess what I'm trying to figure out is if I added 1,200 to my stash or not.
We all did. I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna, but we all had to. I was like, I don't need it, but we were all like, everybody take it. That way we don't have to dole it out later.
Yeah, but I feel like I had 18 before. I feel like I was just carrying around 18.
You probably did.
I feel like I didn't add 1,250.
Then add it.
Yeah, because what? Yeah, I know, but
Go for it.
No,
buddy.
I'm pretty sure, because I don't think any of us have been spending money. We've just been collecting
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
I've still got 1,300 left over.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all got money.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. I didn't need money from the.
Maybe we bought whatever you wanted.
No, I'm gonna see
We
how much
got-
that headband of intellect is. That's why
52.53. Where did that come from?
I think that came from the
The
beholder.
beholder.
Okay, so we had 52.53 on top of the 12,000.
So this is where I want to start. There's
Okay.
10 grand in the bank,
Right.
plus whatever personal finances you have
Okay.
right now. Okay.
That works.
Does that work for everybody?
Okay,
All right.
so I'm starting with 10,000 gold in the bank.
Yes. And I know there's some other things in the bank too, like so certain wands full of tongues and things like that too. So
This
Oh,
time
this is in the vault.
the vault,
The vault.
right.
Okay.
and I believe there's. Did you spend all that gold
What?
for Fulara?
No, I haven't spent any of it. I don't think.
You offered one coin to an acolyte or something. Somebody.
Yeah,
You should give it to Sadarian.
A dragon or something. I can't remember.
but she gave it to me scot free. I might have spent it. Did I spend
I
it?
don't think you spent it, all of it.
That's probably why I have 1,300 left over. I had quite a bit of money.
I was gonna say, and that staff was not cheap.
No, it wasn't.
Maybe that's why you had an extra $2 grand. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
So yeah, I think I'm all right. I'm happy with 1,300 plus whatever's in the bank, and I have 17 platinums too, whatever that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have 17 platinum.
That's 10 gold per platinum.
So 170.
170.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I still got a ton because I haven't spent anything. I haven't bought anything.
You haven't had to. Yeah.
No, I know. I've got this in my bag. This is insane.
Oh, if anybody else, can I help you with some potions, perhaps?
It says I have a cloak of shadows. What's that? Why do I have that? What is that? Oh, never mind. That's my new ability.
Yes. Okay.
I can go into the. I can turn invisible. Right. Never mind. Okay, I have to look at this. I've got more shit than I know what to do with right now. I just want to go kill Kaylon.
Okay.
Do you have any any anti-rat fungus? Is Ravon with us? Ravon is with us, right? Like,
don't you call the exterminator?
Big rats.
Yeah.
They're big.
Yeah, she's there.
Okay.
Yeah. She's picking up things and examining them and seems to be categorizing everything. I mean, like, you know, she is not idle in her eyes or thoughts.
No, I'm sure. Yeah, fish out of water. Yeah. See, I take you nice places. And that portal we came through, like we can establish some stuff like that, but we're gonna have to. It's not cheap, so.
Money is no object to my house.
I was hoping you'd say that.
If you could provide me with, where do I set up one of these portals?
Well, we'll have to go through the proper channels. There's some lines you understand. I'll introduce you to my lawyer, our legal team.
I think that would be quite useful.
Are there any rats running around?
Just in the street? I mean, this is a large city, the largest you've ever seen. You're not sure if there would be rats here. I mean, you're seeing demons and angels walk down the street and all kinds of weird, creatures that you've never seen before.
No cousins, though?
Although in any other city, you would assume there's some rats in the alley, So if this city holds the same way, there would be rats, down an alley.
Do we see cousins milling about?
So you want to go peek your head out the shop and take a look?
Yeah, I want to step outside, and I don't want to attune my new staff yet, but I just kind of want to swing it around a little bit and just feel the balance of it.
Feel the balance.
Yeah, just kind of eyeball around while I'm.
Perception check.
Oh, right. Dice, right? Dice.
Does anybody want to play Joaquin for a minute?
Sure. That's not good. That's 11.
I have all kinds of shit too. What the hell? 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of Joaquin's is in the large bazaar, and there's a lot of people around, so nobody you would outwardly think is one of Kaylon's cousins.
Keep my eye out.
And there probably aren't any portal locations within sight where they'd be hanging out.
No, but there would be that would be very easy to find a location where there would be portals, and you could see whatever the cousins are now doing with the portals themselves.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Joaquin. We asked Joaquin, what's the portal situation around here? I hear that there's
I don't often travel. News comes to me, of course. People come into my shop.
Sure.
I don't seek adventure as much as some do. But I do hear, that there been some trouble lately at the portals. Different companies strong-arming people for fees to pass through.
We kind of heard some rumblings too. We were just wondering if you had any further information on it. Knowing that, like I said, you do have ears about town. You are a man about town.
Indeed, yes, but I don't know the inner workings. But I do know one company seems to have emerged as the victor, a Sigil Hop.
Sounds like a really awesome name.
Yeah, I preferred Omnipass, but
it's all right.
Pathways was another one of my favorites.
Well, it would seem that it probably was nicer when there was competition. We weren't all. You didn't have to depend on just the one company. There was a monopoly.
I do admit it was quite confusing at some points, knowing which portal was safe to go to or not.
I'm sure.
But I can't see how a universal key would make it much easier.
Yeah, it's a really great idea.
On one hand,
It's a genius idea now that I think about it. Whoever came up with that is fucking brilliant.
Do you remember when he kicked you through the portal and he was like, so tell me about all these portals? And you were like, yeah, so what we're going to do is... Technically, you were kind of looking around Joaquin's magic shop. We're just picking up exactly where we left off, and then, you were over testing the balance on a couple of axes and hammers, and then you overhear this conversation that he keeps talking about portals with Joaquin.
Good evening. I think that I wanted... Wasn't there like a throwing hammer or something like that?
Ooh, there was like a throwing hammer or something. I vaguely remember that.
The dwarven thrower.
Yeah, what was the stat on that again?
The dwarven thrower.
whoa.
That's pretty great. The dwarf tosser.
Not specific enough.
It does require attunement. You gain +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon.
Man, it requires attunement though.
Mm-hmm.
3 to damage and attack.
Long range is 60 feet. And when you hit with a ranged attack using this weapon, it deals an extra 1d8 damage.
You don't have any bows that are awesome, do you?
Your friend just purchased. You watched Leo actually buy the one really nice bow that was in here.
Okay, there's no other bows here?
No.
Okay, maybe next time.
What?
There might be. I mean, no, there's not.
There might be a shot right there. Shotgun.
There's no longer any shrouded studded leather.
No longer any strategy.
Oh, did you buy it? No, you didn't. Okay.
Oh, there's shrouded studded leather. For those shrouded, studded, leather wearing type people. Yugs! Soft Yugs! Soft J! Yugs.
Only soft?
Yugs out!
Yugs out.
Yugs.
Oh, yeah, okay. I get
it. You'll be Joaquin for a second?
Yes.
So,
my friend.
That's Estefan.
I was just thinking that. I was like, isn't that Estefan?
My next character is totally going to be Estefan.
Right.
Totally. Just my friends, let's go. So Joaquin, how much are you interested in garnets at all? I'm interested in this fine headband you have up here, but I find myself just a little bit short.
Short on cash.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I suppose that some nice garnets could be used in some magical incantations and rituals. Yeah, I could probably turn a couple of those.
Do I have anything else? Oh, well, how much are they worth? I don't know. I actually don't know how much they're worth.
Right.
Robin never told me. She gave me a bunch of cards, but she never told me how much they were worth. I've had them forever.
I don't really feel like you asked me how much they were worth, so... Did you take them to the appraiser? Did you ask
Actually, I think they're in your dad's vault. So I don't think I can even use them. I think they're in the 70s, aren't they?
You kept a pocket full of them.
Right, so Terry's looking through all his pockets and he can't find anything. And
what about those diamonds that we got? Did you ever use those?
We got diamonds?
Yeah, we had diamonds from the Relentless. Remember, we turned the bottom into a...
Yeah, the diamonds went for something.
Yeah, y'all sold those off.
I'll tell you, Joaquin, I've got a deal for you here. Which one do I want to give up?
My friends.
Right.
Wrong guy, I know. It's just Fun Boys.
It is Fun Boys. Do I want to give away? Do I want to give away a ring? Well, let me. I place both my rings on the counter, my ring of spell storing and my ring of mind shielding. And I ask maybe a quick appraisal and we could somehow do a deal for you, headband.
How much is the headband?
I think it's 365.
And are you looking for a straight trade? Is that what you're looking for? Are you looking for a partial trade? What's your what are you offering here?
Well, I'd like to know how much they're worth. Maybe I could, I could either supplement up to that amount.
Right, I see. I don't know how much these things are worth.
I might have one. I know, right? Right.
Do you just need me to do the voice, dude? I mean,
No.
do you need an impartial judge?
I need you to tell me, like, if I, how much am I paying for it is basically what I need to do. And I hear what you're saying. So let me, something equivalent. Here's a Ring of the Ram for 3,000. Here's a Ring of Jumping for 1,900. So so I would probably have those rings.
Yeah, spell storing would probably be like a $3,000 item, I would think.
Yeah, Mind Shield probably in 25.
Yeah, right.
Something like
that.
that.
I can see that. Yeah, all right.
But he's got to sell them, so he's going to give me half of what he can buy.
Right. Okay. Right. So 1,500. Is that right for the spell storing ring?
Yeah, and then 12. Which one do I like better?
What's the mind shield one? Doesn't let you get. Nobody can see into your mind, right?
Nobody can read my mind or use.
Right. Like any sort of mind control or any of that sort of shit on you. Is that?
That's correct. From what I was.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool item.
I know.
It's hard to say.
I have plans for that ring of spell storing.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, spell storing is pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
It really is. How much do you need?
Oh, 650.
650.
For both?
No, I just need an extra 650.
Well, what about what's the value of the unicorn horn?
That's what I was wondering.
We don't want to sell
I
that.
believe I have a standing offer for a unicorn horn of 1,200 gold. 1,200 gold.
Do we want to sell a
I'm
unicorn?
gonna hold on to it for a while.
Okay.
Fuck, I'll give you 1,200
Well,
for it.
if
Where's
you
that fucker?
no,
Right.
I want to buy it.
Right, Tally wants it for a potion. That's the only reason I didn't sell it to him, basically, is because I know Tally said she wanted it.
So whatever kind of money you want for it, let me know.
How about this, Joaquin?
Can I lend you the 650? I got this money. I'm not buying anything right now. You could pay me back later.
You don't have to decide on. You can keep both your rings.
I know, but which one am I going to use then? I got more decisions to make. Thank you, Tally. I appreciate it, and I will definitely
Consider that as you.
I will take you up on it because I really want
Because,
that.
well,
I don't care. You can just pass it.
it's just gonna sit in the vault, buddy.
All right. Okay, so
You can have the unicorn horn, Tally. Like, I don't need it for anything. You know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna do with the unicorn horn?
You're gonna strap it to your donkey, right, or something like that.
Right.
Strap it to something.
That's my question. Where the hell's Burner?
It's so ridiculous.
Burner's back
Put
in
it
the
on the
70s
pony.
so with Ella, right?
It's not. That's just a unicorn.
It's a strapping on her.
Right. A unicorn horn. That's what they're calling it this day.
That's what the kids are calling it.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
That makes so much sense.
Wink, wink.
Wait.
Well, I'll have to think of something really cool. Yeah. Thank you.
Her eyes lit up like it was Christmas, so it was all worth it.
Terry's really excited about getting this headband. And then
Bands.
I'm gonna sew it into my
I
hat.
was gonna say, you're gonna make a hat band or something?
I'm gonna sew it.
Are you gonna wear it under your hat? How's that gonna work?
No.
Around the rim.
On the outside or on the inside?
Like, were those guys
do you have needle and thread?
I do.
No, I would like to get started on this.
Yeah,
part.
totally.
Yeah.
Hand you over.
This keeps getting past me. Have you hit this?
Oh, I've had it.
He just got himself another piece of.
So I have a scimitar of speed.
You do?
And I don't know why, because I'm not going to ever use it for anything. I also have a lightning.
I think you traded it.
What was it? Hold on. It was a lightning javelin.
Didn't you have it?
You have a javelin of lightning?
I have the
From
javelin.
like one of the. I also have a javelin of lightning from one of the first. Like it was like one of the first weeks. It's on one of my old pages. You know
I
what
thought
mean?
somebody threw. No. You only
Did we
got
give
one
it to
javelin.
someone in the group?
I threw it and I got it back.
Yes, you have a javelin of lightning.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna mark it
yeah.
off my list, so I don't have it on my list. But I do have a scimitar of speed.
That's not terrible for Leo. I don't know.
Do you want a scimitar of speed?
Yeah.
It's +2 bonus to bonus and attack, and additional attack every turn.
That's ridiculous.
Right, ridiculous is right.
You can
Totally
use your bonus action to make an additional attack.
What's
is
it
what
called?
it is.
Scimitar of Speed.
It does require attunement. It does require.
So you have the bow. That would be the bow, the scimitar, and what else do you have?
The ion.
I also have bronze
Ion stone,
altar
and you have
statues, although I
Right,
doubt
so you
that
only have 3.
Joaquin
You have
Have to sell one.
What are they?
Sell one or hang on to it in case you want it for other occasions, but hard to say.
Okay.
Random.
Yeah, right. I have rocks. I'm gonna throw rocks.
I also have rocks. I have 25 rocks. They're all
Various
pretty.
sizes.
Yeah.
They're all pretty, but throwable.
Am I buying the scimitar of something?
No.
No,
we
you can have it.
What's it called again?
Scimitar of Speed.
And it's 2 bonus.
And attack.
To attack and
then also it gets
Thank
an
you very
additional
much,
attack every turn.
I'll really appreciate it.
My pleasure, sir.
+2 to attack and damage. Is that right? Or
Bonus to bonus and attack, it says.
yeah. So okay. So it's your attack and your and damage. Does it say damage too?
It doesn't say damage specifically. It's been a while, so I don't really remember.
+2 attack and damage.
Is that what it does?
Yeah,
Attack.
that's how weapons work. If it has a plus on it, it's to the attack
And the damage. Okay. +2 attack and damage, and plus you can use your bonus action to make an extra attack. Pretty fucking cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you got to decide which ones you want to use.
So I'm attuned to my cloak of protection. I'm attuning my oath bow, and I am gonna attune the scimitar of speed. Ion runestone. I'm gonna save that for a rainy day.
Yeah, I can see. Wait until we we're
That's
gonna
what I was dealing with.
fight something big.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
Terry's sewing this headband around his hat.
Oh, it looks good.
My recruits are arrows flying.
So is that unicorn considered
They're back on the other. They're in Waterdeep.
application?
Oh, there's a back in Waterdeep.
Yeah, they're on. That's through the portal. We're in a whole other plane.
It would be you would Arcana check to you know what I mean
Okay.
to see what it would do for you.
Okay. But I know what it's used for, or I
Yes.
know one of its uses.
Yes. Which spell? Yeah.
Right. So I have to make an Arcana check at the time that I go to use it.
Or you can examine it, make your Arcana check, and then decide whether to use it or not. I do now have +12 in Arcana. Much smarter these days.
+12?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you get +12?
I had expertise, so that doubles my proficiency in Arcana, and then I just gave myself +4 with the headband.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so
So what does that do for you? Like,
Ridiculous!
the headband gives you a 19 intelligence. So I went from a 10 intelligence to 19.
is that what you roll for?
Arcana, history, investigation. Now is
Investigation. Now
Now
our
we've got
investigation was already
investigator.
good, right? Like it already was.
It was better than us, but
Yeah,
It was at 8, now it's at 12.
Yeah, he's going to be a monster.
You have to investigate.
Nature, religion.
You just sewed it into your hat. All right.
Alright. Terry, go investigate.
Right.
Right. So I have to roll an Arcana check for
Yes.
that to
Who
see.
physically has the unicorn horn?
Tekla just gave me the unicorn.
yeah, I'm handing it to Tom.
Okay. Yeah. You want to make an Arcana check?
Yes, I do, please. Ha ha ha. 3.
A 3?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. You can't, you know what I mean? You know it at some point. It's just shimmering and glistening at you. You know, it's got iridescence.
Shiny.
Okay.
A sheen on the top of it.
Well, I'm going to check it again later because when I get better at Arcana.
Right, but you're not sure if you should pulp it, if you know what I mean, what do you do with it? And so,
Could I use it for something else besides like drinking? Could I use it as a drinking horn?
Right, is it hollow? Why haven't I been doing that all along if it's hollow?
it is not hollow,
Can I
but
snort this with it?
Thank goodness. I would be so sad.
Okay.
Give it away and then it could be drank out of.
No!
it, right. Smoke it, maybe. I mean, whatever.
Okay, well, good to have, though. Thank you, Tequila.
Use it as a suppository.
Maybe Joaquin knows how to use it.
I was thinking Joaquin might know how to do it too. Yeah.
Joaquin, do you know how to use that?
Just put it on the pony.
I've seen it
so
used
super
in
funny.
many
That'd be
different
so
types of
cute if Ella had a
potions and
horn.
spells.
Like,
Okay.
I should fashion.
Like I said, I would use it in my own research
We'll make it
enchantments. Standing off for 1,200.
Something else.
I'll note that.
Somewhere
Thank
along
you.
the way. It's like from the tail of the rat that Kaylon left in our dining room or wherever that was. Like rat tail unicorn, right?
I'll pull one
Huge
off the
metal rat
incubus or
tail
something.
unicorn. The incubus tail or something. That's crazy. Tentacle.
A little curly horn or something on the incubus. Just rip one of them off. Let me get a horn off there. Come here, buddy.
Ella has an incubus horn on her head.
That's the next thing we sell. As like merchandise. Like,
Dude, why haven't we sold?
hat?
Why haven't we sold the incubus yet? Can
Get
we
your
do that? Can we
unicorn
sell
hat.
him? Is he worth anything?
Why would we sell the incubus?
Because we have a pet incubus. I mean, who has a pet incubus? Hello, glamour pet people.
But maybe we should feed him. You know what I mean?
Prisoner,
Well, we can
whatever.
milk his
Fine
tears
line.
and
Fine
make
line.
potions out of his tears.
Yeah, but then
He's
there's
been
like
rocking away for a while.
When they're like, there's a tiger loose in the street. That's what your exotic pets get you.
No, that's actually what happened. That's what happened. So he had a succubus and she got loose. And then like the streets
I didn't
water
get a
were not
succubus.
safe. I mean,
Go to the succubus store.
Like
To pick out the fucking rat.
and the succubus like owns his soul or whatever.
I'll take this one.
Succubus got me. I didn't get a succubus.
I think you opted to adopt her, if I remember correctly. I feel like you had the option whether or not you take the money, and you knew in advance what it meant if you did, and you still
put
did it.
No, she gave it to me.
No,
She gave it to you?
She foisted it upon me.
She foisted it.
And said if you spend any of it, I'll consider it as you accepting this contract.
Right. I didn't have a choice.
You couldn't put it back?
No, it was hidden in the treehouse. You guys left Sigil for a while, and the cousins took over. They happened to find this chest
and they
started
paid.
spending the money, and it invoked the pact between Solara and...
That fucking Kaylon's gotta die.
I agree. I concur. I understand. Totally, I get it.
Okay, let's go kill this dude.
Well, where to?
Do we have to investigate somewhere?
What?
I don't know.
What are you trying to investigate?
Where we're supposed to go.
Well, you hear everybody talking about. Has Leo had any dealings with Kaylon? Everybody keeps talking about cousins or something,
No,
and you got a few cousins. They're not that bad.
Here's my thing. I came into this game following this like beast boy creature who could turn into animals, and now that that's not here, I'm not exactly sure what my role is. So I'm trying to figure that out.
See what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they did just give you a scimitar and an oath bow.
Right. I'm pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
I just need to know what to do.
Well, maybe we ought to go back to the treehouse. We're at Joaquin's. Let's go back to the treehouse, have a cup of tea, figure out what the next move is.
Talk about on next.
Talk to Silverhand, see if he's...
Yeah.
Talk to... Okay.
Run and see if Higgins is back.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea to touch base with Higgins again, too. Alright, let's do that. Let's go back to the treehouse.
Okay. You guys are at the treehouse. Silverhand is there. Finiar?
Yeah.
Finiar? Was it Finiar? Finiar? Silverhand. And the Lady Ravon is just walking. She's almost walking in front of you at this point. She seems like she's already got her bearings of like where the treehouse is and things. In which way to secure the portal? I'm most anxious.
We'll take you to meet Higgins in a little bit. Higgins is our...
I'm all no.
our man.
Wait, are you really gonna give that? Like, I take you aside. You know what I mean? Like, I pull you aside, and I'm just like, dude, like, are we really? Like, really quietly, because that bitch is a spider, bitch.
Okay. On your way back, you kind of give EQ the little motion, and you guys fall back a little bit and have a little bit of a conversation.
Yeah, right. I'm sure she's interested in what's going on. You know, she's like, right? Like
Arch enemy portals.
Well, I know you're our arch enemy, and I know.
I mean, she personally isn't. I mean, she's cool. She's hot. I get it, but like.
Yeah, but that got me in trouble before too.
I mean,
so you know, it's not like
arch nemesis of.
I appreciate your keeping me in check.
But you're also
Don't let her have
the
a
same
thing.
side.
It used to
Keep
be the
her
8
in-
peaks. Technically, it used to be the 8 peaks. And now it's the 7 peaks because of Lady Ravon and her house.
Right. That.
There is that.
Like Tyrion has a little like. Do you have like a show for him? Like, can you show him what happens? Like, I feel like
Only from secondhand accounts, of course, but
I'm sure he'll still do a beautiful job.
I know you're right, but this is so much more fun.
So just like charge her. So I have an idea, Maine. Like charge her, and then we'll send someone to do it for her, so that she never really knows like where you're actually supposed to. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like.
No, I think we should turn the drow loose on Sigil and the rest of the world. I think it should just. I really
So chaotic.
I really want to
feel like I
change
wanna
the
agree with you
landscape
on this.
of I keep trying to change the landscape. Like I like the idea of changing the world, altering the D&D landscape. Like I don't know. That's why I
For
think.
completely out of game reasons.
Well, yeah, that's why I want to terraform the Grey Waste, right? You know what I mean? Like.
I think we definitely should terraform the Grey Waste.
And I think the drow should be able to get around and out of their caves. You know what I mean? If they came out of the caves, maybe they wouldn't be such dicks if they could get around. You know what I mean? Like
Maybe.
Or maybe they're just gonna spread their dickishness everywhere around too. I mean, there's lots of different ways it could go, but I like the idea of, I don't know. I figure, you know, me and Ravon, we kind of got a little loose affiliation going on. You guys, I mean, I know that.
She's cool. I like her. I'm not saying nothing
Look, I
against
understand.
her personally.
Look, I get it.
Just like basically her whole race, though.
I know.
I mean, that seems so racist. I feel like a racist now.
I'm just gonna introduce her to Higgins, and
She's all right. Whatever.
I'm sort of banking. I'm banking on hoping that the amount of paperwork is going to turn her off to the whole process, and that the whole. You know.
Well, and you know, another thing we could offer her the teleportation sigil, which is way limited, where she could only get to.
Yeah, what if I tell her I'm the portal guy, and I sell her the portal, and then I just, I be the middleman, and when we farm that shit out, we'll be the, what do they call it,
Aren't we gonna, isn't that the whole...
contractor.
What was it called?
Yeah.
Does nobody remember? The original... before Sigil Hop, what was it called? Portal Pass.
Yeah, right. That's what. Yeah, we'll sell her a portal.
What
Exactly.
happened to this portal pass,
Exactly.
you guys?
Yeah, no. We'll sell that bitch a portal.
Kaylon.
We forgot about that after Kaylon. Now it just turned into revenge.
All right.
That's all it is. We didn't even care about that shit anymore. We're like, well, who cares about portals?
Yeah, we got Woos and Brews.
We got Woos and Brews. Fuck.
Right. Flower shop seems to be
Kaylon.
doing well.
It seemed way easier than
But
the portal pass we were trying to do.
Portal pass is that's next level. I mean, then we really
Still
could
pretty
could
epic.
terraform the Grey Waste and go get the relentless and
I
turn it
see
into a party
terraces,
palace.
a beautiful terraced garden where it basically decomposes all that craziness that's going on.
Yeah, just the
over
river
time
Styx
to feed the
is
planet.
just like
Right.
an attraction, right?
Old Man River.
All right,
What would
totally.
happen if we ate vegetables and fruits that were born of the water of the river Styx in the Great
Holders
Waste?
and
What would that
lounge
do?
suits, singing.
Right,
I
exactly.
think we totally need to terraform
We need
this.
to try it.
With sweet tea.
I'm excited about
So-
this.
I think maybe we need to dig some irrigation pits, right, into the Grey Waste, irrigate the Grey Waste first, and then
And then watch
with,
it
with the river Styx, right?
Right,
irrigate
yeah,
with the
flood
river
it.
Styx.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, flood
totally.
it.
And then
see
And then let
see
it
what the
sort of-
fuck grows.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I love it. Throw some seeds down, even. You know what I mean?
This could be a whole other world, people.
That's what I'm saying.
doing
I
it.
want
Oh my
I
gosh.
want edition 6 is going to be Tequila Run. Yeah, we need our own fucking expansion.
Done. Dude, we
I
could
second
open a
that.
Woos and Brews there and
Agree.
totally take over the Grey Waste with Woos and Brews as well.
Well, let's see what grows there first.
I mean, it's gotta be.
If Wu case can't persuade, then nothing.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
There you go.
I mean, they would turn all gray, but
Maybe, unless we turned it into like unicorns and fucking.
There you go.
what if they're all gray unicorns? Like, what if everything stays gray? That'd be so weird.
It would be weird.
Are you guys still having this conversation 10 feet behind everybody else as you're walking back to the treehouse?
Yeah, we're covering our tracks from our old conversation.
Yeah. Woos and Bruce.
Who's and Bruce? Yeah, woo cakes.
Nothing but woo.
Oh, it's moo. We're talking about woo cakes real loud. Woo cakes were so good. It's the best thing I ever ate.
Tacos, I'm so
Silverbrook has the best food.
Exactly.
Not Silverbrook, Waterdeep.
And you guys get back to the treehouse.
Portal pass.
Not yet. Not till we have it. Not till portals are ours.
There's other companies doing it now, though, isn't there? Didn't we need to like acquire them or like talk to them about joining up or something? Weren't we talking about that? That's a whole nother ball of
It seems like when you were gone, Sindarian had actually quite an extensive spy network going with some of the initiates here. Basically, Kaylon, either through strong arm tactics, his contacts with the Harmonium, had pretty much either acquired the rest of the companies, or,
Perfect.
Yeah, type of thing.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Now it comes with like benefits.
No,
Revenge plus benefits.
Did you guys want to stop by one of the portals on the way back? You had mentioned that. That's the only reason I'm saying this.
Just kind of check it out and see what we're facing there as we go by.
I would like to. I think you should do it because they don't know you.
Okay.
Well, know what?
That's a great idea.
Yeah. We'll just sort of loiter out.
Yeah, just go up and ask what it takes to get through. What it takes to use these fine portals.
What's it take?
Hold on. Yes, you're on just your straight hit points without the bonus of T right now.
Right.
There was no combat last game. It was a very roleplay game.
Yeah,
so Leo, you are approaching.
The portal. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna slink into the shadows and disappear.
Make a stealth check.
Do I have to with advantage? Is that how it works?
Yes.
It's gonna be 23.
23? Okay. You slink into the shadows. You're kind of standing like in the shadows of an awning over here. These are carts. These are vendor carts. There's some barrels here. Right in the middle of this like clearing. These are streets. And this is like a roundabout in the middle of like just all these houses, and just a square just opens up immediately in front of you. There's some trees that have grown together. It's like two trees and they kind of come together and they twist it around each other. And then every once in a while you'll see somebody walking up towards that. And then there's a flash of light as they present something and they go through the portal. There's a portal in between those two trees going together. But you see two figures in front, and one of them is a large construct that looks mechanical. It's got a rat head on top of it with like these big horns, and it's not moving at all. It even looks like its eyes are closed, and it's got its hand out like this, and then one to its side, and people are having to come up and they put money in its hand, and then it puts it like in a pocket, and then it hands them a piece of birch or something that they're using as the key, and then it looks like there's a cousin just off to the side, and he's just watching everything, and he seems friendly enough. You know how these cousins are. He's charming. These people. What are you doing? Yeah, going to Asgard. That's something fantastic.
Oh yeah, they're super charming.
Yeah. Put your money in the hands.
Right.
And you can make the jump?
Yes. So you
Asgard? Is that what?
Yeah. Are you approaching?
I am not approaching.
Okay.
I'm wondering what Tiri's gonna do.
What would Terry do? You need a t-shirt, right? Terry's gonna make a stealth check. Ooh, that was not great. And he's actually going to try to slink off over here. Behind this cart.
Which way to the casa?
Ooh, okay. And he manages not to get seen, luckily. The casa is this direction here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we are coming from the west.
Yes.
All right.
Ish. Yes. For this map purposes, yes.
Right.
Right. There are no cardinal directions in Sigil.
Nothing to do with north, south, east, or west
Right.
in reality.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
on the picture. Okay.
We can get into how they tell directions in there, but it's very nerdy and very minute
forget
detail.
about it.
Right.
Where on the toilet?
I kind of
Yes,
know, but I
it's exactly how they do it. Spire side or
nice. Very cool.
The city itself is the compass.
yes, the city itself is. You just go by the landmarks, kind of, because it's a self-contained city. So, are you heading to the library? You on library side? Are you, like that sort of thing?
Cool.
So, anybody want to do anything? I mean, this thing. And this construct is much larger than the one that was at your guys' treehouse.
Sure. Of course.
It looks like Kaylon's been hard at work. This thing seems much larger.
Okay.
Go.
He's still gonna die.
Go see how much it costs. Just
Me,
ask
because they don't know who I am.
Yeah, they know us, but they don't know you. So go ask them how much. Just inquire how much it costs to get to use their fine portal. Tell them Kaylon sent you. Don't really say that.
No.
Are you gonna go up and ask?
I'm gonna go up and ask.
Okay. You are you. Okay. As Leo starts walking out there. What is Tally gonna do, and what is Tekla gonna do?
I'm gonna watch.
Okay. For back here in the alley. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go.
Okay.
I'm just observing.
We got your back.
Cool. So
You approach, and did we decide if Leo was male, female? Did we decide that?
androgynous.
Androgynous,
right?
David Bowie-ish,
Feeling
right?
very
Yeah.
feminine today.
Okay. And he's looking you up and down. He's like, "Yeah, how can I help you, traveler?"
I'm just trying to.
If you're looking for adventure, you don't have to go anywhere.
I'm looking for a price.
Look no further.
For a price.
Where is this to?
Asgard. On the World Tree. You looking to go? Five jink to go.
5G, that's all?
Jink.
What's jink?
Is that what you ask him? He kind of shakes his head a little bit. Just, gold, clams, moolah.
Okay.
What, you from the Prime? You shouldn't be wandering out here by yourself. Why don't you come back to me and meet my cousins? We're very nice. Show you a good time around town.
Keep that in mind.
Get his number.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
What do you say?
I'm waiting for a friend to arrive in a few hours, days, unknown amount of time. I'll get back to you if I need those services.
Yeah, I see. Waiting for a friend.
Always looking for company.
Make a deception check.
Okay. What am I rolling?
20.
Just one?
Yeah.
Deception?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, so I'm using my charisma, which is -1.
Let's see.
I have 5.
Where is it?
Your charisma's -1.
What is this? What is it? What kind of a check is this? Deception. Yeah, you're -1.
Yeah.
So.
And he's kind of looking you up and down. A friend, huh? He doesn't seem to buy your story. Alright, you could just say you didn't want to come out with me. That'd be fine. So, you change your mind, you know where I'm at.
Can I purchase a pass for later?
Sure. Put your 5 jink in.
Okay, I'm putting my jink in.
Okay, it's 5 gold. So
Yeah.
he helps you figure out the conversion
It's
of gold, right? Yeah.
I don't know how this works.
Right. Maybe you could just pay.
You're so strong. Show me how this works.
And then the construct. I mean, it's like 12 feet tall. Like it's a huge thing. It
Mechanical bank.
Yeah.
Like
It like hands you a little twig.
Okay.
Yeah, put that in your pocket. Let's go look at that thing.
Do I go back to the alley?
You do whatever you want.
My God.
Or do I move in another direction?
What do you want to do? These people aren't around you to ask advice for. So.
I know.
I know, I can't help myself. I'm bad. I'm trying to help.
You need the earrings. You need the little...
Well, I can message her.
You can.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm going to
no.
message Leo and I'm going to say, let's head back to the casa.
You hear a little voice in your head from Tally that says,
Okay, so
We'll
make
all
an
head
about
back.
face and start
She doesn't know
heading
where she's
down
going.
this
Excuse me?
no clue
southern
where she's going.
route.
We've been to the casa,
You've been there once?
right?
In the treehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make an intelligence check.
20? I don't want to do that run again.
Weren't you there the day that we met Rose?
I was not.
No.
What am I checking?
Intelligence. Straight intelligence.
+2, so 9.
9? Yeah, you're not sure which one. You're kind of turned around here. You're not sure which way is to the
Okay, I message
to the
her
arbor.
again, and I say, take the path that's to the south of the big monster that you're talking to. And we'll
Okay.
catch up with you.
And he's looking at you as you're kind of standing there, and he's like, "You okay?"
Yeah, sorry, I just got turned around for a moment. Thanks for your help.
Also overwhelming.
I whip my hair back and forth
Yes.
as I walk away.
You make your way down this direction.
Okay,
The rest of you follow.
I'm heading down that way too, behind the wagon.
Okay. Tekla?
I mean, yeah.
You guys, are you stealthily making your way, or are you just walking?
I'm just walking. I don't have to be stealthy.
You
There's people
I'm in
passing
town.
through all these different
There are.
places, right?
Right.
So,
Tally, the second you step into the actual square here,
Yeah.
the eyes open on this construct, and you see like its head kind of like swivel around, looking in your direction, scanning the crowd.
Okay. I cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Wicked cool.
Cast invisibility, and now I need you to make a stealth check with your. And you see this too, Tekla, but you're a little bit behind Tally.
Right, as usual.
Right, but you see her step in there, and you see this construct kind of like its eyes open, and like, you can kind of hear the creaking in its neck, and it looks over this direction. Tally disappears. Go ahead and make your with advantage.
With advantage?
You're
Yep.
invisible.
You're invisible.
Come on. 13.
13.
I don't think that's gonna do it.
Sorry, everybody.
Oh shit. Where am I? Am I in the square?
you're behind
You're
the cart.
behind this cart. You're like in the shadow, almost like shrouded.
Okay, but am I in the?
Yeah, you're out of the alley.
You're out of the alley.
Okay, so like if I wasn't invisible, would the thing see me? Is my question. But
Not yet.
You would have to.
roll to find out. Okay,
Right,
So
you would have
I
to-
was wondering if I was in
Fine,
range.
it's
Okay,
there.
right.
It seems to take a couple steps towards you, Tally, in your directions, like walking, and the guy's saying that is standing. The cousin's like, "What the hell are you going?" But the crowd is parting back from it, and it just seems to be, beelining almost straight towards you.
Well, I'm going to keep moving myself with the crowd, in the
Okay,
crowd.
I'm gonna need you to roll an initiative check.
So, am I close enough that it can see me?
That.
It doesn't seem to notice you at all, but you haven't stepped out into the square yet. You're just in the alleyway.
Can I step into the square?
Everybody roll initiative.
Everybody, I'm invisible.
What am I,
I know,
doing
but
now?
that's going to be
I
the
know.
easiest way to handle it.
What am I doing now? I'm just going in that direction.
Yes. Okay.
And add your dexterity.
It's horrible.
20 or above? No. 15 or above.
17.
Okay, Terry, Tally, 10 or above?
10.
Leo. What the rest of you?
9.
Wow, low rolls.
Yeah. It's alright, it's initiative. You don't necessarily.
Yeah, if I'm gonna roll low, it might as well be on initiative. I don't mind.
Good call.
Yeah. I'm like,
see
yeah,
what that
okay,
fucker's gonna
roll
do
3,
first
big deal.
before
I didn't lose my arm.
You know, initiative. I
You call
actually
the
liked
river
initiative
Styx.
in the last in version 2 a lot better, but.
Oh, yeah.
I fell in the river.
You rolled it every round, and it was affected by what type of weapon you were using. So like it just varied. So like if you were using a two-handed sword, it did more damage.
Everything.
But you were slower.
You
Because
always
that's what
struck
happened.
last
Yeah,
in the
that's right.
round. Yeah.
Forget everything.
Oh, okay.
Missile weapons always went first.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, kind of. It's weird.
It was a way more tactical like thing, but
Okay.
it was a math, and it was
Well, I'm keeping track, right? Like, okay, whose fucking turn is it? Right?
yeah.
Easy.
I'm gonna go on.
Yeah. So it's Terry's turn, and Terry is going to hold his action. But if this thing gets close to Tally, he's ready to step out and dimension door away. Yeah, that's what I'm ready to do. That's not bad. Yeah, okay, that's what Terry's gonna do. Tally, you're up.
I am going to.
And at this point, this thing is like it's like approaching you, and like this crowd is scattering out of the way, and the cousin's
still
behind
invisible,
it.
right?
You're still invisible. The cousin's behind it. He doesn't see what it's going towards. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?
Okay.
Stupid thing's malfunctioning."
No. I want a dimension door down the alley.
Okay.
Down as far as I can get toward the house, and I want to snag Leo as I head out that way, or whoever. Who can I grab?
Well, Terry's here, hiding behind a cart, like these, you know.
So you're okay.
And then Tekla's like a couple, 5 feet behind you in the alleyway.
Can I grab Tekla and take her with me?
Take a step over, put your hand on her shoulder.
Yeah.
And then cast Dimension Door.
Okay, I'm casting Dimension Door.
Okay.
Where did you take me?
Taking you out toward the casa.
So, how many?
Yep.
Okay.
500 feet.
How far do you want to go?
I want to go.
Because Sigel's not built on a grid system.
Right. No. So I want to go around. I want to go around the corner of but not so far that I can't see. Like maybe behind
Do you
the
have
corner.
a thing?
Can I go behind?
Yeah.
How do I use this?
The top button is the laser. The dot button.
Oh.
No.
Freaking laser beams.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
No, that's the light. There you go. Okay.
Can I go right here?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm running your way.
And as you do that, the thing stops. It stops moving. It's kind of scanning around, and then it seems to like slowly be returning to its position. That was a 4th level spell.
Yes, it was.
And invisibility too. Did that cost you?
2.
Does anybody want to do anything? Leo, EQ, and Tekla, you guys are up next.
So can I cast fog towards the cousin and the robot
You can, yeah.
and turn around and run towards Tekla?
Okay. What's the radius on Fog Cloud?
20
This
foot
is-
radius sphere.
120 over...
Yeah, 120 foot.
Range, and then a 20-foot radius?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's walking back this way, and you cast a fog cloud in this 20-foot range right here.
Brilliant. Good work, Leo.
And you hear, "What the fuck?" And you want to also, that was your action.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to take your movement now?
Yeah, I'm going to continue to move. Yep.
What's your movement?
Oh, I don't know. What is my movement?
It's right on your front page. It's right on the top.
Probably 30.
30.
30.
Oh, that's how far I can go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use an action to double that, but it takes your action to do it. EQ, what are you going to do here?
I am going to teleport over everybody else. No, that cost me a spell. I'm gonna just sneak my way over to where everybody's at over there. Just
Okay. Make a stealth check.
17 and 8, 25.
What's your movement?
45.
That'll put you right about there.
Can I sprint? Does that take my
Dash.
stealth?
It does. You cannot dash and use stealth. You can't run and use
Okay.
stealth. Right.
Then that's fine. I'll just mosey.
Yeah.
Slowly mosey.
Tiri does the same.
I know where the treehouse is. Everybody's there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You guys made it. I mean, there's some clanking and everything, but after a while it stops, and you can hear the cousin kind of coughing in this fog cloud, like, what the fuck?
Can I cast silence
If you want to.
over a group?
I think we're all kind of out of it.
Or are we okay?
I think it would be. I think we're sort of.
Yeah. And then we make our way back to the treehouse.
Yeah.
Why didn't we smash it?
We don't want her to know we're back in town yet.
We don't.
And
Not afraid
we
of
don't
poison,
want to
though.
raise the guard because right now they're legal. So if we start fucking with them, we're going to be in big trouble.
What is up with that?
Yeah, I think.
Well, that's what we got to fix. That's what
we gotta figure this out.
Let's have Silverhand take a look at this twig and see if we can.
And I want to make tea for everybody, so I brew tea.
All right, brewing tea.
Yeah.
There's some initiates in the courtyard practicing their forms. You were showing them, how to shoot and things. They're all, when's Sandarian getting back?
That's a mighty good question. That's going to depend on Sandarian.
After his quest to become a more humble acolyte.
It's going to depend on Sandarian.
Isn't that what the master would say? That would depend on Sandarian.
Yeah.
Yes.
He taught us well.
Did he? And what did he teach you?
And he takes a couple of steps and he does a couple of high kicks and coming inches within your face, right? One of those.
Performance check.
But yeah, it looks pretty sloppy. Actually, your dojo, your guys were pretty sloppy during the grand tournament too. I remember that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm really not so happy with it's my face.
With my rolls?
Yeah.
With my roll for performance?
Yeah, I'm not sure, if I'm going to be representing this dojo, you guys are going to have to step your fucking game up,
Well, what do you say to him after you do?
That's what I say. Since Cesarian is not a master, he's an
Strive
initiate.
for better.
If you really, think about it, guys. Just, it's just some common sense shit, right? Just think about it. Do your best all the time. Practice your forms. Don't listen to you saw that guy. He's full of fucking ego and bluster. You don't want to listen to that.
I'm Zen.
He's a bit young.
He's young. He's young and impetuous. And I get that. I totally get that. But, he'll learn. We'll teach him. Or he'll go somewhere else. And whatever.
Will you show us?
Sure, I will show you. Yeah, I'll spend some time with the initiates.
Okay. The Lady Ravon makes her way, into the house and kind of, she has a few books that she's looking over that she got from Higgins and starts pursuing reading.
All right. I like her.
I'm ready, EQ, when you're done playing with your boys, we can go meet your lawyer.
I know you think they're the only thing in the world, but you're not, so you can wait. Entertain yourself, my dear.
The world doesn't revolve around you.
Love it. Read as much as you'd like it to.
All right.
So have we talked to Fenrir?
Nobody has gone and seen him. You saw him briefly when you were here before and said hi to him, but nobody's gone and seen him.
Tea, so I'm going to go wander into the lab and see if Fenrir is in.
You are making tea. You didn't make everybody tea.
I did make everybody tea. 15 hit points, everybody. just in case we run into somebody.
Right.
We go back to the portals, right? Did you say 15?
That thing looks scary.
I believe that's right.
94.
Yeah, 15.
So while I'm training the initiates, can I ask them? You said that they've been doing some spying, like they've been part of a network.
Yes.
So do they know? What do they know of the constructs?
First they were a bit smaller, and then these big ones showed up. There was a big warehouse that he was making these on. All his cousins stayed there. We couldn't get inside, but it was very obvious.
But you can show me where the warehouse is?
I can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, and then these showed up, and a few of them tore into the Omnipass guys, and the next day they pretty much shut up shop and handed all over their business to Sigglehop.
Gotcha. Okay. Well done, initiates. Here's some brew. You've earned some extra grog today.
Yeah, and then we had to follow Kaylon all the time, and he just in the last few weeks he just was going to Ramsey's Curiosity Shop. He spent quite a bit of time there.
Okay. Got that.
Ramsey's Curiosity Shop. Okay.
How curious.
Do we know Ramsey's? Have we been in there? Did we go?
Sindarian mentioned it to you last time.
Okay, I thought it sounded familiar.
Yeah, he said he said the same thing. That's where Kaylon has been spending most of his time in the last few weeks.
I'm sure.
But we have not been there before.
No, we have not. We have more important things to do. We had to go to Joaquin's.
Yes.
It's a very important destination in a tour of Sigil. Anybody would like to do anything? Are you out shooting, and teaching initiates as EQ is teaching some of them their forms? You can't resist EQ. Some of their defense is so bad. You think you might have cracked one guy's ribs because he didn't keep the right guard and everything, but...
Hey.
That's a life lesson for a lot
Yeah,
lot.
You'll
right.
keep your arm up now.
Yeah.
Right.
Your ribs
You don't
now.
forget.
You don't forget.
You don't need a punctured lung.
Right.
I show him my tattoos. I show him all these tattoos. I was like, these are all massive mistakes that I made. All of these. I was impregnated by a spider. I was impregnated by a spider. These are all scorpions that I dumped on myself on accident.
Well, that was a good one.
Now these ones, this beholder one,
that was a good one.
These are because of things that I've killed, not things that have gotten me. Right. So my tattoos have evolved. So you guys need to evolve too. Like it's
Here's
okay.
telling the story of you and the scorpions behind you as you're doing this. So
there was the scorpion.
Yeah. Oh, roll the 20 for performance. Some of the initiates are laughing a little bit, and then they're in a little bit of awe about the beholder fight. And but they all seem to be enthralled now with what you're saying.
And teleport behind Tyrion and pull his pants down.
Make your attack roll.
Sleight of hand? What do you think, sleight of hand? 19.
And Terry seems to have some sort of like hearts and fractally pulls his pants. You won. Anybody want to do anything while you're at the treehouse?
Yeah, I want to
let me know.
I want to go in and talk to Fenrir.
Okay.
Don't we need to talk to Fenrir? Isn't that one of the reasons we can?
Maybe we should all convene and decide what we need to do.
Oh, I have my travel token that I need examined by Silver.
Fenrir, that's Fenrir Silverhand, yes.
Fenrir.
While he's training initiates and stuff, I'm going to pull a couple of initiates aside who want to work on the woo thing and teach them how to make tequila tacos and help set up the kitchen more.
They do.
Because the kitchen is it's already
grill.
there, but it needs to be like
you were building the grill. That's
needs a little feminine touches.
You did have it set up over there, Christina.
Yeah, we did.
Some of the dwarves that were brought here with Tekla last time ended up building a stove. And actually, it's a very nice dwarven built stove. With the smoker part and in a grill part. Yeah, you're hooked up and ready to go.
Nice. I'm very pleased.
So you're teaching these initiates how to make Tekla tacos.
I'm like teaching them what to do in the kitchen and like the recipe more.
You don't know what you actually don't know the woo cakes recipe. Woo is.
I don't know how to make woo cakes, but I'm working on like the ones that I already know woo cakes. Like I'm working on teaching them how to do like the tacos.
Okay,
like,
make a.
I've got a secret spices like already mixed up, like ready to go for them.
What did we call it last time? Was it a survival thing? What is cooking?
I don't remember what we did last time. Performance,
Nature?
I think, or something.
Performance?
But I sure hope it's not performance. I have survival.
Wasted my.
That might have been what it was.
I'm not gonna roll 20. What, you have survival?
Yeah, I've got a natural 20 again. Apparently, tech the tacos are gonna be a bomb.
Apparently, that's the second
wait.
natural 20.
Yep, I can't wait. That sounds bomb. I was gonna do it today, but
Life.
kids' birthdays.
Yeah. Priorities.
Right?
Cooking. Nope, I don't see it. Copper. No. Okay, yeah, no, so you roll a 20. We'll just go with that. Definitely have made some good tacos, and you know, at first the initiatives were looking at you like, yeah, right, whatever. And then like the more like you start cooking and throwing the flavors together, the more they're paying attention. And by the end of it, like they're totally, you know, writing down notes and you know, and they seem, yeah, they're very excited to make, and especially after you give them all a sample. Yeah. Terry wonders over, so extra
And of
for
course, like,
everybody.
I made it up for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, gonna be doing something at this tree house.
Tea and tacos. This is great.
Awesome.
And I take my taco inside, and maybe we should convene and figure out our next step.
Talk to Finnair.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Have him look at the twig and
See the things that have been going around.
yeah.
And Finnair said, so good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
It's been so long.
Yes, Sindarin was okay, I suppose. And, you know,
I heard he was a little bit of a dick. We're working on it. He's a work in progress.
At first, let's say, he knew his place, but...
He will again.
I do want to thank you again that I'm not a sheep.
Yes.
I'm happy to be back in my workshop.
We're so glad that you're not a sheep anymore.
Terry tells you a story.
I'm so grateful that you're not a sheep anymore.
So Terry tells you the story of, and he makes these little like illusions in the you know in the air in front of him, and pulls out a ukulele and has a little song that goes with it about how Tequila Run saved Finnair Silverleaf from his apprentice who had turned him into a sheep, and all the rest of the servants were turned into animals, and they ended up rescuing him, and Finnair decided that as payment that we would now live at the Arbor. It would be our residence. That is how we came to this place.
Right.
It was a story a long time ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually got to play that one. It was quite fun.
Yeah, that was good.
So how can I help you? So we just wait. Should we please? Let's all. I have a little something I brought from different lands.
Oh, excellent. Do you have the recipe? Do
I do. It's not where my talents lay, unfortunately.
you have some extra I could take back and have the
Reverse engineering.
reverse engineered for my...
Well, and you're looking at it. There's like a snake head in the bottom of this bottle, and like.
Pour me a double.
And he starts pouring all around. I call it snake bite.
Yes. I can tell.
Appropriate.
They're not bearing the lead.
I admire that. I appreciate that.
Make it simple. As you guys say, jugs out?
Jugs out.
You took my...
Jugs.
You took my jugs.
Jugs.
Oh, not enough jugs?
No, I think this is a jug, right? No, I gotta do
one
it.
down, pass it.
Oh, not enough jugs.
Thank you.
My math was bad.
There we go.
Jugs out.
Jugs out.
What is it I can do?
I need you to look at this travel token.
Yes, a key for a portal key. What would you like me to tell you?
Hello.
tell us where the spell originated from, what kind of spell they're using, what the...
Who's using it? Who's in charge of this portal?
Well, as you know, each portal has a designated key when it is formed. And some of these portals are formed through magic and some are formed through the city itself. So it could take years to figure out the right portal key in some cases. Although it was rumored long ago there was a god of portals that lived here that could open them all at once. But, you know, the word is he was perished. Yes. His name was Illatrude.
Illatrude?
Yes.
Illatrude, the god of portals, huh?
So if I have maps of portals, do I want to meet this guy?
I think we're gonna want those maps when we start acquiring portal pass. When we start spreading them, that way we can see where we're gonna want maps of them all, so we can tell
So you
people
said
where
that
they're going.
he used to dwell within Sigil, but he no longer does?
Yes.
They lost the key?
It is rumored the Lady of Pain killed him. And he now resides where all dead gods reside.
And where is that?
Great Waste?
The astral plane.
The astral plane. Ooh, really? Okay.
We get to be spirit beings? Cool.
Pain. Oh.
That happened to me shrooming one time.
When you went to the astral?
Oh yeah.
I think some people did that this weekend.
That sounds like a really good trip.
It's the best.
Good.
Doesn't it?
You feel like you get to touch the universe.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was the ethereal. The astral plane was when you can't talk to anybody. Sitting in your shower and fully clothed. You know. It'll be over soon, man. It'll be over soon.
Are there artifacts, sigils, insignias, relics of this god in Sigil?
Most don't even like to mention his name. They fear the Lady of Pain would bring retribution on those who try to remember, his name.
So is the Lady of Pain opposed to someone having a universal key to all the portals?
None. I would not presume to know her thoughts. None have seen and talked to her and lived or been seen again.
Okay.
She tends to maze the ones that she does see.
Maze?
Maze. Yes, she sends them into a maze.
Oh yeah.
Only few have returned, and that is how we know there is a Lady of Pain.
Ah.
I feel like we could deal with the maze. I'll deal with the maze in order to talk to this Lady of Pain.
Okay, well.
Go get him, Tekla. Go get him.
I don't mind the maze. Mazes are cool.
Bring it.
Right.
Do mazes in my sleep.
I do. All the time. I used to fly in them, but now I don't fly.
I used to have flying dreams, and now they're falling dreams.
No. Now I just keep my feet on the ground in the dream. I control my own destiny. Feet on the ground.
I'm saying we're never gonna get her back on the Relentless. She's never gonna do it.
Oh, but I love the Relentless. Once I'm like on it.
Gonna have to be a Baracus this one.
It'll be good.
I'm sorry, I can't be of more help. Each portal, like I said, it has a set designated key. They can be changed if they are certain portals that have been summoned by magic, but not the ones that naturally appear. And no one knows why they do.
Why they naturally appear?
Yes.
So does this one turn into a portal to somewhere else occasionally?
The Asgard portal has been recorded and documented for quite some time and seems to be very stable. Usually, if they are common portals that charge for a passage, they have been there for a while and are quite stable. It's the smaller ones. Well, and you guys think back to, Estevan had a private little portal to Waterdeep and things like that. I mean, and they're definitely smaller than some of these major portals going to some of the, outer planes.
What size is our portal?
You guys have a small portal. It's not
so it's more vulnerable than the...
Yeah.
Well, and Kaylon did close Estefan's portal. Right. That is no longer a portal.
Kaylon sucks. I'm gonna kill him.
Okay.
That's all there is to it.
I thought he was going in the bag. No, I thought he was getting fed to the beast. No, wait a minute, we were going to poison him.
I don't really
No, we were going to sell him to the drow, slavery to the drow, right?
Honestly, I could end up just slitting his throat in his sleep and I'd still be alright with it. Just saying.
I don't care how the fucker goes. He just has to go.
He just needs to go. I don't care if you have to shove him off a cliff or throw him in a trash compactor or whatever ends up happening to him is cool.
There you go.
He just needs to get his comeuppance. And all those cousins, exterminated.
Yeah, well, because I mean, if we get rid of Kaylon, that's great. But I mean, I was just thinking, like,
they're just a bunch of rats.
If each portal is being manned by a rat and a fucking construct.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right, a cousin and a construct at least. Like
awesome.
Maybe there's a way to shut down the constructs, like a main
water.
Totally.
Well, water definitely was a good, but like that helped before for sure.
But how are they all controlled? Is there a main?
Right. If we get because I mean, if every portal has a construct, it would be nice to be able to shut them all down.
Water balloons. Heat.
I love that.
And a slingshot.
Well, this is D&D, right? Can't be like I don't know, water glob spells or something, or like make it rain.
Like the size of a medicine ball, and like I just fling them.
Does it have a hail of something or?
It's like a sheep bladder. I don't know.
Sheep bladders. That's what we're gonna do. Sheep bladders.
Loosely tied sheep bladders.
I have nothing.
It'd be awesome.
I mean, I can make it rain, but I can't make it rain.
What?
But I can't make it rain.
You can't?
Are there rain potions?
Only we had a druid. There are rain spells. I mean, there's a sleet spell.
Can we throw it into a potion?
I mean...
Can we make it into a potion?
It's called water.
Like perhaps. I mean, maybe.
I'll explore it.
How much water can we fit in the bag of
okay.
Like maybe go to Higgins' library and go through the books and see if I can find something on that might indicate that we could do that. Or
make a potion. I'm sorry. Be very specific. You're trying to make a potion of what?
Make it rain. A potion of make it rain.
Yeah. I mean, what specifically? What?
Okay, let me think about that.
Okay.
I want to. No, I think we need to just create some mechanical thing. I think we need to.
Fly.
Air. How do we do air balloons? That we could hold a water bladder and then just let it go. So that's what I'd like to do.
Finnear, that's quite interesting, guys.
Can I build a squirt gun?
Yeah, something that we could like a piston driven, like some sort of like water cannon.
Ooh, water cannon sounds good. That has a good ring to it.
You just like cannons.
Yeah,
Like we could have a cart, right? Could we push? I could push the cart. You could hook me to that fucker. I'll push the cart.
What if that cart right there is a water cart? It's like a trebuchet, but a cannon.
Or just like a big water pump. Like one of those, like doesn't Tally have super strength tentacles?
Yes.
Right? You'll just put you on pump duty.
Okay.
Super strengthen it.
And somebody else holds the nozzle.
I'll hold the nozzle.
Somebody that's got great aim.
Yeah, me.
And we'll just roll through the streets of Sigil hosing down rat things.
Oh, right.
What could go wrong?
Great. It's like
what could go wrong?
We're like Ghostbusters all of a sudden, like
Please do that.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. Can't think of anything. I will though.
Okay, well.
I don't think anything could go wrong, honestly.
I think we should. I would like to check out the warehouse that the initiatives we're talking about.
Okay.
I'd like to see if we could locate Kaylon, because I've got this lovely death poison. I've got this lovely death poison that my lovely lady friend made for me, and it just kills things.
How are you gonna get it? Like, do you have to touch him with it? Do you have to feed it to him? How does it work?
I think it's ingested. I think it's an ingested thing.
How are you gonna get him to eat it?
Well,
Make a woo cake.
Totally.
Shove it right in his
Death by Tequila Taco.
Yeah.
Yes!
Come on, it'll be guerrilla marketing, dude. Guerrilla marketing. But
But
like,
you can't tell
Here's
him that's
the
what they're
best
called.
food.
You can't
At all the
tell him they're
fires.
called Tequila tacos because he won't eat one.
no, right.
You gotta call it just like a taco.
Teleporting tacos.
Right. Shrimp taco.
It's a taco of life giving, or a taco of like.
It's Taco Tuesday.
Right, it's Taco Tuesday.
Right.
Your guest.
So here's what we need to do. We need to start a Mexican restaurant
Right.
and just have the best Taco Tuesday in town.
Build a following.
And really Taco Thursdays and really just tacos all the time. Because, I mean, you know.
Or why couldn't we just like get a little taco cart
Yeah,
and put it out in front of his house?
Or some winsome wench
Like a bicycle cart.
Couldn't we do a winsome wench with a basket full of them that would kind of sashay up to him and offer him the tacos?
Why don't we give you the taco? We send you to the cousin that already has a thing for you. See if you should take him on a date and see if we can get you in with with Kaylon. Like, see if you can.
How many tacos am I bringing with me?
Hey, are we?
A plethora?
We're gonna check out.
Did you say I have a plethora of tacos, EQ?
Right? Make sure you bring some poison ones and some not poison ones so you can eat some too.
No poison ones at first.
Right.
No poison ones at first. That's it. You gotta lure them in. Right? You just you get them hooked.
Right.
Right. And
So we're
then
gonna check out the curiosity shop.
yeah, I'd like to check out the curiosity shop and the warehouse. I think we got some recon to do.
Okay.
I'm bringing tacos. What up?
All right. What are you gonna do?
I don't know what to do with the information that I got about the key.
What do you have questions you want to ask Finier, or do you want to ask some of your new companions? I think it's just kind of telling you that's it's just a pass. Like each of these portals have a specific key.
It's not worth the time. Like, we know what this is for.
You know what it's for.
We have a pass for it.
Yes.
Right, we gotta pass through that portal.
Mm-hmm. It's no different than you have to have a token of a fan to go through your guys' portal. Right. So.
But there is a universal key. Somewhere there's a.
Well, there was a god.
From what I understand, yes, portals did not have keys in the beginning. It is rumored when this god was indeed.
Oh, could you imagine purely democratic portals that nobody
Yes, I
ran?
could.
Like that everybody just got to use?
Yes, I could.
I mean, we're not going to make it, but maybe we just set up woo cake stands in front of the portals.
There you go,
And then just
baby.
make money off of our cakes.
Totally.
And let everyone use the portals for free. That is such a great idea.
Liberate the portals.
Yes, make the portal free, but the cakes.
So poor people can use the portals.
Revolution!
Hello. Let's Bernie size this shit, you guys.
Bernie size. I
It wouldn't be the first time we did this, so let's do it again.
love it. I agree.
We freed the Marduk
yeah.
and let him make his own decision. And
I like the idea of liberating the portals.
I like the idea of kidnapping the Marduk.
kidnapping.
Yeah, I can find them and get them back. But we might be redirecting the river Styx anyway, so we might have to open them.
Like he would forget, he would not know that he was the Marduk.
But we would know.
But we would know he was the Marduk, so we could find him and then tell him our name
Right.
and then leave him alone. We really don't have to kidnap him, we just have to talk to him for a few minutes. And then we'll build a portal. Just like instant, all of us.
Marduk, dude.
Dude, I'm Robin, remember? Oh, wait.
We're running
Tekla.
into you
Yeah,
here again.
What? What happened?
We keep running into him.
Who?
The guy that we're trying to use as portal.
Oh, Kaylon?
I don't know.
We're not trying to use
Marmaduke?
Kaylon's portal.
Marmaduke.
Marduk is another.
The Marduk, so like the Marduk is this being that like if he knows
We were
your
playing for a
name,
while.
that you can
I sit back and think about the storylines.
you can just like teleport it if it knows your name. But it like doesn't remember that that's who it is, so like who knows what's been going on with it since it got thrown in the river Styx.
No, it voluntarily
It wanted
jumped in
to
there.
go
Yeah,
in the river Styx.
it teleported itself into the river.
Right? Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to remember all you assholes. I'm out.
Right?
Fuck you.
I'm going home.
And fuck you too.
Right.
I'm out.
Screw you guys.
You're cool.
Okay, so
I feel like we need to.
what time of day is it?
That's a good point.
What are you feeling, Tequila?
Well, like, what time of day is it?
Just getting to be. I think it was just evening. Didn't we come here during the day and like we were making a day of going to Joaquin's and
We
stuff?
just had
like
tea
that.
and
Just had tea.
And tacos.
And tacos.
And
Some
so, like,
amazing tacos.
Little
what do we want
siesta.
to do?
Chilling.
Terry's
Well,
trying to get a
like-
stain from the tacos out of his, new armor. That would happen. I know it would
For
happen.
that.
I feel like I need to find some disguisey stuff. Like, I've got my cat skull mask, and
Oh my god.
I know.
That's
So I have a
is
cat
that you
skull
brought that up
mask.
too? Okay.
And I have a cat skull mask, and I have another mask that is of a cat skull, but like one of them is actually a cat skull. Remember, I had to have the real thing.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so like I never wear them, but I think I'm gonna wear my actual cat skull right now, because like in Sigil it wouldn't be that unusual. I feel
Right,
like.
there's ghosts and
demons and like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
celestial beings.
So I'm gonna wear that and my faded armor from the dragon scale that I used to wear. That's faded from when we were in the.
So it's completely gray now.
Yeah. So like I want to wear that and my cat skull mask.
Okay. Anybody else want to do?
I'm feeling the warehouse. I feel like we should go to the warehouse. That's my gut.
Down.
Me too.
Let's kill these guys.
Well, I think check it out, right?
Who's in the
Isn't that
warehouse?
what we're doing? Is picking in the windows and snooping around and seeing what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't someone have a detect something?
All kind of detect things.
We do.
Yeah, I think it would be good to know a little
What's
more
Terry's
about.
headband thingy?
Investigation.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry.
The world's
Investigate it.
World's greatest detective at this point. So you're gonna have the initiates take you to.
Invisible. I want to go invisible.
How are you doing that?
I step into the shitter and I go invisible, and then I stay
Yeah, but you have to
invisible.
stay in shadows to be invisible. It's not like you just go invisible and then,
No, I get invisibility.
as long as you stay in shadows.
No. It's just to get it started. Right?
Let me know when you read it. I'm pretty sure you have to stay in shadows.
Learn to become one with the shadows. When you're in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to become invisible. You remain invisible until you make an attack, cast a spell, or in an area of bright light.
Yeah, so if you go into an area that's lit, you're not going to be invisible.
Okay. Right.
I mean, see, you know.
Yeah. Right. That goes with invisibility anyway, right? Like that's.
Yeah, right. It does, yeah. So you guys make your way to the, not the market ward, the,
Industrial. Sort of.
Yes, it's near the hive. It's on the edge of the market ward in the hive where they do a lot of the manufacturing in Sigil. The smoke is here. The ground is actually a little bit more muddy. Instead of like the fog that pervades Sigil usually, there's just that light fog that's everywhere. This is actually mixed with like soot, and you hear the ring of anvils and hammers.
So it's dark and gray.
It's very dark and gray.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Perfect.
Perfect.
I'm going invisible.
I'm just saying, it might come up at some point. Like, you're not just invisible, right? And you come upon a large structure that has a yard in it. The initiates take you, like this is the other street, like this. The lots here are a little bit different than before. They seem to be laid out more in a grid pattern. There's scrap metal places. Technically, you don't mind this place. It's the sound of work happening.
Hammering.
Shit getting done.
This is a fence post that you can see through. And there's all kinds of different like metal scraps all around. Leo, you haven't quite seen anything like this before. Like that's a lot of metal. Like, some kingdoms you've been to, would trade all of it just for one metal sword.
So this is like sword.
The riddle of steel, boy. I'm sorry, can I tell you?
Is it construction steel or is it all armor?
This seems to be mostly like scrap, long tubes, thinner tubes. There's little hooks and things. There's a number of chain. Some of it looks like it's mangled frames. They look like these large frames.
Okay.
Almost 12 feet tall.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of scrap.
Than weaponry.
Yeah. This is my symbol for door, and that's where it's opening to. So this means that door is opening this way.
Okay.
I think most of you know that by now, This is other buildings over here. These are other buildings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a courtyard in front of that?
So this is a courtyard.
Okay.
Okay, it's like a yard, like a junkyard almost, a scrap yard.
Okay, you fence around.
And then a big building backing up to it.
Yes, then a big building.
This is the big warehouse.
Yes, this is an awning, and it looks like there's a large opening here.
Okay.
Where scrap is, like can be taken in and out. It does have a closed door right now, but it does open. And then this looks like a back entrance.
Is that like an awning over an entrance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's awning over this entrance here.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is actually an entrance into here. There are windows. Little windows here. You made your way up this way.
All right. Well, ladies and germs.
So like we heard he's been going. No, this is the warehouse.
Yeah. So what do we see? Can we investigate perception? Like what's
Sure, take a perception check.
So what have we already been told about the warehouse?
Can we open this?
You haven't really been told anything other than that this seems to be where the construction that Kaylon was doing with a number of his cousins on these large constructs.
Okay, so this is basically where the constructs probably are being built.
Yes. Anybody perception? What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2. She rolled a 20.
A 20, natural 20? Yeah. There's something, and it looks like it's kind of prowling back here in this, and it looks like it's a large mechanical rat that's almost blending in with, in between some of the rods.
Okay.
Did we make the water hose thing?
No, we didn't.
We just hypothesized about setting.
We just thought it would be a really good idea and just ran in.
Right. Good brainstorm though.
What's in that front left corner there.
Shed.
Can I?
And that's like a 10-foot tall wall, like fence. I'm sorry, fence. So you have to climb.
So do we have to go in through the front door?
You tell
Lots
me.
of different ways. There's windows. We got all sorts of fucking places we can go.
Back door.
I want to sit down in the alley, and I'm gonna go into Poe, and I'm gonna fly around and kind of look in the windows.
Okay.
What's the roof look like?
The what?
The roof. Can you have the bird look at the roof? Like, is there any?
What do you want to know?
I don't know if we can Tom Cruise Mission Impossible down through that
Oh,
motherfucker.
okay, openings on the roofs kind of thing, like vents and shit?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
a tall, I mean, tall for most of the houses in Sigil aren't,
That are exit
over 3 stories or anything like
entrance,
that. This seems to be a very large roof with tiles, like, what do you call them? Like a terrace tile roofing, so,
Okay.
which seems to be the style and the rage in Sigil right now. There aren't any skylights or openings. There are a number of chimneys.
Okay.
Looks like that can be problematic,
Right. And looking in the windows, what do I see when
Did you roll a perception check for Poe?
I will roll a perception check for Poe.
Poe's perception.
Woo! Right. Come on, girly. It's gonna be, I think, a 13. Yes, 13.
It seems like there's a number of people. There are a number of people working in there. You look through the windows and you see different parts for these. As you're flying around, it looks like there's.
So it's like a factory?
It's like kind of, yeah, like an assembly place.
Okay.
Although it doesn't seem to be like in high production or anything like that right now. However, you do see one of these very large constructs kind of standing right in the middle of the factory floor.
Okay. So is there like a dozen people working, 20 people working?
No, 2 or 3.
2 or 3?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Plus the contract.
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to come back into my body.
Yeah, like I said, it doesn't seem to be like there's a ton of people here right now. It is nighttime for one, and two,
All right.
yeah, none of them you saw. What's that?
They're already established, yeah, so.
You guys have been gone in a while, right?
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see 3 or 4 workers in there, but there's a live construct sitting in the middle of the warehouse.
you-
Active.
Touch those little things.
You're not sure where they are right now, but when she
Yeah,
saw
they're moving
them,
around, they're working.
they were in there. Now, however, this guy was just kind of standing in the middle, like. You're not sure if he's finished or what he's doing, but there does seem to be one
Okay.
in the middle of the room.
Okay. And I didn't see anything in the yard around as I was flying around looking in the window.
Only the thing Leo pointed out to you.
Okay, the thing that's in the yard.
Yes.
No, nothing in the streets right now.
No,
Okay.
no.
Streets are empty.
It's fair. There's every once in a while there's someone who strolls down the streets, but it's not as busy as the bazaar was.
Okay.
So we have a rat construct. Is it the same kind of construct that's in the middle of the building that's out in the yard?
No.
Okay, this
The
is
one
just
out in
a
the
rat.
yard is actually prowling on all fours, and it looks more like a traditional, what you would call a rat.
Okay, and larger or the
Yeah,
size?
larger, like the size of you wouldn't say a horse, but a small,
Okay.
a small pony.
Okay.
You could have given it the unicorn horn.
Yeah, right. Could be Unirat. Raticorn? You pick.
Okay. Well, so what do we want to do, folks?
I don't know. You pick.
I want to. What? Do we know what this is,
Yeah.
Preston?
What's that?
Do we know what this is?
That looks like an entrance office, like an entrance. That's the front door, the foyer.
Oh, the foyer. Oh, so that's like the.
So like that building has like the name of it has like
Where the sign
symbol.
is.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So that's the front door.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's closed because it's nighttime.
And this is another awning. Yes.
Yes.
With a door.
With the back door right
The back
under
door.
that awning.
people.
Nothing on the roof could be moving.
What would you get from going in there?
Hi, bird.
But I feel like I don't really want to necessarily go in there. But now we know what's going on here. I
Not
feel like we
much.
should check out the other place. Maybe put on disguises and check out the other place.
What's the other place?
It's like a business we can go into, right? It's just like
It's a curiosity shop.
the curiosity shop.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Joaquin.
You don't have to wear disguise because he doesn't know you.
Go. You have your cat mask.
Right.
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
can do disguises. I mean, that's.
Oh, we're here at the
You could disguise me under the cat mask. Like,
Well, what do we want to
I
do
feel like-
here?
Well,
What's our objective?
Exactly.
I would. I mean,
Take a peek around? Is that what you're thinking?
Disrupt it.
at the very least, look around and like, maybe fucking snag ourselves a cousin and figure out how to turn these fuckers off or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, beat it out of them.
Well, do we want to check the office to see if the office is where the controls are?
Well, is there an office?
You haven't been inside yet. No, it does look like there's some areas with desks and things like that.
But open to the.
I was assuming that was that side.
There, over here, there's some
Yeah.
desks and things like that,
Yeah.
and some of them seem to be in enclosed rooms.
I feel like I want to talk to Thierry about my makeup.
What can I help you with, Tequila?
So I was thinking, like, you do disguises, right? So, like,
Oh, yeah, I do indeed. Yes.
I was thinking for this ensemble, I was thinking maybe some, like, really dark, like, charcoal, maybe, like, I don't think I can do it to myself, really, but, like, I feel like I've got some charcoal if you can do it, like,
Oh, absolutely.
do me some,
yes.
like, really
Right.
dark, like, raccoon, like, almost, like, raccoon eye thing going on.
Yeah. Anything else? I mean,
And maybe some, like,
Well-
pale, like, do you have, like paling?
do you? Yes.
Yeah, I was
Like
thinking
dead- like
paler.
dead
Like,
presidents,
I'm already,
like we-
I'm already pale, but paler.
Thierry uses his disguise 18 plus 8, 24. Yeah.
Sort of drow-esque, but, like, darker.
Yeah. You guys look at Tekla now. She's got her cat mask on and almost unrecognizable.
Eyes disappears. That's all. Yeah.
Awesome.
Super cool.
Yeah. You'll move. I'm awful sneaking in. We haven't. But,
Yeah, we just got here.
I mean, the question is, how subtle are we going to be? I know this is a stupid question for us, but
That's true.
I like silence.
it's very true, isn't it?
Subtle.
Subterfuge.
Yes.
Nah.
No.
No.
Middle name.
Does silence just work for me, or is it like a?
It's a 15-foot
area.
radius, so like everything in a 15-foot area would be completely silent, which would help you, in certain situations, as long as it wasn't somebody looking at you, but nobody would hear you scream or them scream.
Wow.
It's a good thing to do to casters, like if somebody's casting a spell, because
Yes.
a lot of times it'll neutralize their spell if they can't get the words out.
So should we go in the front door? Are we gonna go in?
Well, I feel okay. This is my thinking is here's the office area. It seems to be the least populated. Maybe we try and sneak in one of the windows of the office type area, or at least go peek in over there and see if we can. I mean, I don't know, post op. I want to go peek. I want to work my way over there to the office side.
I think that's a
Just
good
go
idea.
into an
Like, you
empty
should go over
office.
there.
I'm gonna go do that and peek in, all invisible.
And it's
Slinking in on this near the sides. Yeah. Make a stealth check with advantage. Don't roll 2 ones.
Thanks, Preston.
Yeah, really.
You're like
26.
You're like I could do that.
All right.
It is possible.
This would not be the first time.
Are you going by yourself?
Yeah, I'll go by myself.
Okay. You make your way in the shadow, so like it's very shadowy around here. It's not well lit like some of the other areas of Sigil, so you're able to slink alongside the building, make your way. This mechanical construct does not notice you.
Yeah, I want to go like over there.
Yeah, and then you come around and you look in the window, and it looks like. Looks like this is an office with a door. There.
Oh yeah.
And a desk.
The door's closed.
Just creaking. Just 4 or 5 inches open.
I'm gonna sneak up to the door and listen in.
You are?
Yeah. But
Which
not,
door?
Super close. The one closest to me over here.
Here?
Yeah. The one that's sort of partially open. I figure I'm gonna against the wall more.
Are you gonna sneak up there? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So make a stealth check.
Sneaky black. Very sneaky. 12.
Before I go, I say,
What are those
see a
boots do
swarm of
again?
monkeys,
They roll with
everything hit
advantage,
the
right?
What'd you roll?
8
You do not get advantage.
plus 4. The boots I'm wearing give me advantage,
Yes,
don't
they
they?
do.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Elf boots.
No, you silently make your way up to the door. We'll get to your listening in a second.
Okay.
Tally.
I don't know. I'm gonna hold my action.
Just gonna wait?
See what's going on, yeah. I can keep an eye on that rat construct and make sure it doesn't head in the building.
It doesn't seem to be moving, and you wouldn't even notice it if the keen eyes of Leo hadn't pointed it out to you before. Leo, what do you want to do right now? 2 of your party members have kind of slinked off and look like they're doing recon around this building. You're in trouble, making bird.
Bad things happen if I just try to take out that.
It's inside the fence. I mean, you'd almost have to go in the fence. I mean, it has major cover right now.
Okay. Is this where I walk into the warehouse and excuse me, I'm lost. I don't know where I am.
Will you make a perception check, Tequila? You tell me whatever you want to do. You can do anything. You can turn around and go home if you want to. I mean,
Is it nighttime?
13.
Daytime? Is the building open?
Mid-evening. It's getting to be 7, 8, around there.
Okay, so the office isn't open.
Right. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of going on in this area anymore. Although you do hear some anvils that are working kind of late into the night.
13.
13? You hear movement in there, and some people, every once in a while you hear a metal striking on metal, and you can't really tell anything from the outside of this door. It's a heavy door.
I'm gonna go and see what's up.
You gonna go in the front door? It's locked. It's not open.
Do I need a key?
It's up to you what you want to do. You would need a key to unlock it. If you had thieves' picks, you could pick it, you could kick it down, you could knock on the door, you could use, gaseous form to slip underneath it.
Do I just knock?
Give it a good loud knock. EQ. You see some sort of movement. Just very, as the door's kind of open.
Like a shadow go across the door.
The shadow goes across the door. You see there's a little window on this door, and it opens up, and then the guy's kind of looking at it, and he just opens it up just a crack, and there's still a chain on the door, and so it's only open about this much. How can I help you? He's got a long, fixed, crooked nose, very similar to the guy you saw that was protecting the portal. Long ears, and his 2 front teeth seem quite elongated.
I'm a bit turned around. I'm not familiar. Can you point me in the direction of some food?
Some food? Make a deception check.
-1?
I don't know why I try to do that shit every time.
Right.
Oh, it makes it an adventure.
Right. Maybe you're not the one to send to the front door.
Well, hey. This is how we learn.
That's right. He says, you can hear him, he said, well, come on in, we got a bite I can give you. I got food right in the back. What do you like, plums, apples?
You might want to make, just as an insight check. You might want to make an insight check at a time like this to see if the
Insight
person
allows you to see if the person is trying to deceive you or not.
Okay.
Would you like to make an insight check?
I would like to.
Okay.
What do I roll?
It's a 20-sided dice and you add your insight ability.
Nine.
Yeah, by the way, he's talking. There's a whole spread out back there. I mean, you're not sure what they do there. You know, I mean, he gives you some line that, yeah, we ship rare goods, all kinds of great cuisine. Yeah.
But I know there's metal out front.
You believe this guy. Yeah, he seems like he is absolutely telling the truth that they do some importing, exporting of rare, fine cuisine from Mount Taboria.
Okay. I'm just trying to find my way back towards this portal I have a token for. Can you point me in the direction?
And he's kind of looking at you a bit skeptical. I thought you needed food.
Yes, but I know there's food in the direction of this portal.
I just told you, I got rare stuff from Mount Taboria. What, am I trustworthy?
I think
You're hurting my feelings here. You're hurting my feelings.
I'm on a time crunch.
Yeah, ask them. You're in the whole wrong place. Go to the bazaar and ask somebody there. They'll tell you.
Which way to the bazaar?
He kind of points off in that in that direction.
Thank you for your generosity.
People bugging us, and he closes the door, locks it. You hear a bunch of
she's got him
chains and
occupied.
Okay.
I want to teleport into the office.
Okay.
If there's a shadow, I can teleport into.
There is. It's dark in there. So there's not the only light coming in is through like the windows.
Okay.
And so the shadows coalesce around you, and they form up. You do a little Reaper,
Yeah, totally.
You stand down. You're standing right in front of this desk.
I would like to. With my awesome investigation, I would like to check the desk.
Make an investigation check.
17, and I don't think I added anything to it. 17.
17?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's all kinds of papers and different, it looks like a drafting desk. There's different plans for, a lot of them for just the arms of a construct, like little hand, drawings and drawings of like hands and how the little pulleys and levers come together and work.
No,
They're manufacturing them here?
in the desk, there's anything in the desk, like.
It's locked. One of the bottom.
Oh, it's locked?
Yeah, the bottom desk thing is locked.
Check for traps!
No! I kick it open. No, I don't. Fuck.
You're not there, Tally.
I know.
All right.
So what else can
I
you do?
sent him a message.
Hold on. What Tally, do you want to do anything, or are we just going to hang out
I'm
here?
gonna move. I'm gonna start moving.
Which direction?
Toward the front door, but on the opposite side of the street from the,
Terry takes your arm and offers his arm to you.
To your tentacle?
Right, yeah, right. and the two of you stroll down the street.
Very
Okay.
gentlemanly of
Yep.
you.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah.
Terry, I can use all the help I can get.
And I'm going to need us to make a deception check.
Deception. Come on, baby. Do me right.
Yeah.
Terry's having a hard time being like, that tentacle looks good.
Right. And it's so strong.
18.
18?
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 2, so we'll average this out to 20, so that's a 10. Sorry. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I rolled a 10. You rolled an 18?
Mm-hmm.
28, so 14.
Yeah.
Oh. We have a tie.
What does that mean?
This thing gets up, and we finally see this thing kind of move.
Okay.
Like it moves, and it just walks towards the center of this right here, and it just seems like it's on high alert.
Okay.
But not necessarily, doing anything else except for it's definitely attentive at this point.
Okay.
Tekla, what do you want to do?
I mean, honestly, I don't really know what I should do because I really just want to go in and kill everybody, but I feel like that'll spoil everybody's plans of sneaking up and being stealthy.
I call that the Tekla plan.
The Tekla plan. Just run in and fucking kill them all.
We do that so much.
But that doesn't change the fact that it works.
Well, it happens.
I almost died last time we tried that.
Everybody almost died last time.
Good point. All right. I guess I'll hold my action.
Just stand by the back door.
Until something happens.
Pull out your pipe and smoke it a little bit.
Nice.
Ooh, I like it. Here you go.
Yep. You know me.
I'm gonna refresh you. That's all charcoal.
What does Leo want to do?
Can I look towards Tally and Tekla and be like, "Oh, these are my friends I'm meeting for dinner. Thank you for the offer."
Well, this is Tally and Terry, and they're kind of just walking this way, right? This thing's kind of pacing back and forth. Definitely on high alert now.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can make your way back over here. And we're gonna rendezvous there. Okay, EQ, we're back to you. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna spend 2 key points, and I'm gonna cast silence on the desk.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick that fucker open.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Wow, baby.
What is silence on the desk?
So they can't hear me break it open.
Oh, silence.
Ripping the shit
On the
out of that
desk.
room. Or that desk.
Did you make a strength check?
No, but I will.
This is Tekla.
I'll take athletics.
Come on, buddy. 20.
20?
Nice.
Yeah, you kick the front end of it in.
What's in there?
Well, you didn't hear anything.
That's our new name.
Right.
There's a book.
A book, huh?
Cute.
Yeah?
Yeah, Leo.
What's the book say?
On the front of it, there's little pictures. There's like a being drawn in a circle, and it's standing there like this, and it has different proportions and things on it. Very thick book. It almost takes up the whole thing. Yeah. It's, are you gonna flip it open and read it?
Sure. Quick yeah, I just want to give it a quick glance. Wait, there's a guy. Can I check for traps?
Yes. Check for traps.
Oh, good.
What is that? What is it? Dexterity? How does that work?
Investigation checking for traps.
Oh, fuck, investigation. 17.
17?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it looks magical. I mean, I'm not sure if it has any traps on it or not.
It does look magical,
It
though?
definitely looks like it has an arcane nature to it.
Okay, well, last time I stuck my hand in an arcane bag that I didn't know what it was, I almost ate me, so I'm just gonna take this book and teleport out with it.
Okay. And make your way out?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Back into the shadows?
Yeah, back into the shadows, down towards where these guys are at.
Okay. And you see this guy walk, you see a figure, stealth check. You're invisible again, so go ahead with the advantage.
20.
This guy,
One.
you see him walk back here, and there's a door right here that he walks through into the room.
Okay.
And as you walk down, you see Leo and everybody converging at the corner here.
All right.
And this thing, it's not it just seems to be high alert. It stations itself right there watching you guys. you're staying like 20 feet away unless you tell me you're gonna.
No, that's cool.
I'm going to send a message to Tekla letting her know that we are all have converged on the at the corner of the yard on the farther side of the street. EQ's come out of the building.
I'm going to stealthily make my way over to you guys.
Interesting though. It's the fake as fuck. That's so funny. That's a funny fish.
Not for natural 20.
Natural 20 for what, stealth?
Yeah, for stealth.
Okay.
I'm going to join
Another
the party.
reason why I love
Okay.
Yeah, right. It's cheesy as fuck. It's great.
It's so great. It's so Trader Joe's.
It's so Trader Joe's.
So we make our way down this building, right? There's another building here, and then there was one here, and then
Yeah, let's find a dark alley we can dip into.
Right. So we kind of made our way out of sight of this warehouse a little bit.
Yep.
Our little alley that we're standing in.
I love her. Robin. Grapefruit.
And then what are we going to do? Because we're standing in the alley.
Okay, well, here it is. Nighttime, people.
Yeah, it's always in the alley.
I come out of stealth and I show them this book. And I say, I found this in the office and it looks very important and very arcane-y.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to poke it without knowing what it is.
Do we want to take it to Finir?
Probably would be a good idea. I left the office in shambles. I probably should have cleaned up my mess, but fuck it.
So back to the arbor.
Are we done? Or did we feel like we got enough out of
Place to the warehouse.
the warehouse? We didn't even know. See, nobody even knew we were there. I mean, yet.
We got a book.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what it is. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Take your way back to Fernier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's attempting to examine this manual. He can't. I mean, I think I do work with enchantments. It's for the construction of something, but I can't make out some of the words. If anybody else wanted to make an Arcana check, they could figure out what this thing is. Yes, Terry will make a fucking.
Yeah, you were 50 fucking Arcana.
Yeah, right.
For Christ's sake. I just put 9 points into it.
So Tyrion's reading over his shoulder, right? And he picks out a page and look here. It seems like it's a manual
letters.
used to construct iron golems.
Nice.
So is it the instruction manual for the iron golems?
That's what it appears to be. Yes.
Does it have any?
Mushroom people, iron golems. Sounds good.
Wonder if we could figure out how to deactivate them from the manual.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Is there anything there about deactivation?
It's a thick book, so I might be able to read it and see if I can find.
Could you concentrate on figuring that one out?
Yeah.
That would be huge.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could, you and Higgins could, between the two of you.
Right. Well, and Terry seems to be reading a lot since he got that bandana. So.
Oh, right.
Oh, good.
Happy Terry Higgins, baby.
Yeah. Higgins baby. Higgins Terry. Terry Higgins? No.
Harry.
Hold on.
Clearly.
Right. Higgins. Ah, fuck.
You're here.
Yeah, no, so Terry starts, he takes a place next to the Lady Bravon and starts reading books.
Okay.
Yeah. She, by the way, is not there. I'm gonna get back.
You said she was, but she came back from somewhere?
No, when you got back from the warehouse, she was there studying maps of the portals when you left, but when you got back...
She's not there.
She's not there.
Ask an acolyte.
Yeah, where did Lady Ravon slide off to?
She said she had some things to do.
I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
She didn't,
So did you go
I thought she was
portal?
with you guys. Is she not... Master, I'm sorry. Yes.
well, yeah, she's kind of with me.
You seem kind of partial to her, so I thought,
Yeah, she's dangerous. So. She's dangerous. Keep your eye on that one.
You think we lost her in Sigil, or did she go through the portal?
I'm sure she's making it right.
Finir is definitely like, interesting company you're keeping these days.
What? It's been a while since you've been in Waterdeep. Wait till you come back to Waterdeep. You have no idea.
And how's my sister getting along?
She's great.
Doing good.
She's doing really good.
Really?
Yeah, we just had a grand tournament there and had met people from many places and.
She had a lot of good input into our improving that as we move forward, and seems to be supportive, and so.
She's a mover and a shaker in that city for sure.
That's good to hear.
No.
She doesn't speak to me. I introduced her to Esteban, and she says I was the cause of their for her heartbreak, but
Oh.
She'll move on, I'm sure.
She always was resilient. I'm sure she will.
That's what I meant.
Well, Tears reading this book. Yeah, and Higgins does make an appearance.
Wow.
So he's comes back with the notes.
Did you, by chance, meet the Lady Ravon? Did she? No,
Who? I'm sorry.
Okay, never mind then. Never, you'd know.
Right. This is another one of your associates.
What's that supposed to mean? No, you're right.
So Higgins said, quite a fascinating meeting notes. I got to stand in line quite a bit queuing up. But I did find the notes for Kaylon's meeting with the governors, and it does appear that they gave him approval for his sickle hop plan on the condition he can find a universal key.
Did you find out what the time frame for finding that universal key is?
They give him 3 cycles.
And where are we in those cycles?
It's 2 left. It's about a month as a cycle.
Okay.
Okay, so no wonder he's spending so much time at the curiosity shop. He's trying to
Get the universal key.
figure out his universal key. Well, that seems like the next logical place to
Oh yeah,
go.
where's the curiosity shop from here?
Did we ask Joaquin if he knew anything about the universal key?
We did ask him, but I don't remember what he said.
I don't think you asked Joaquin about it.
I thought we did.
You asked Finnear about it, but you didn't ask Joaquin about it.
Well, maybe we ought to ask Joaquin. He's also a dealer in
Curiosities. Well, he did tell us about the god. We did inquire to him, and he was the one that told us about the god and the portal.
Wasn't that Finnear?
I thought it was.
I'm pretty sure that was.
when we got back, when we were sitting around the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, is it bedtime?
It's getting later, yeah, definitely after your excursion to and your walk back from the warehouse. It's not quite night yet, but you're not. Shops have closed.
Well, I'd like to take some time to go into the lab and make sure that everything's set up. And
you have a lab here too.
Veneer had a lab that
That's
we
right.
share.
Yes. Yeah, and you're quite glad to see this lab because there's no trace of the Lady Ravon anywhere in it. So spread out, do your thing, not have to worry about things getting touched or moved.
There you go.
Yeah.
Doesn't smell like acrid poison and shit.
Right. You're not having to cover your nose and wondering what's happening to your kidneys. Yeah, so time
That's
for a
why
rest.
I wanted to get back here, you guys.
Clean
Sigil.
Where to?
Then I want to go to bed.
Okay, great. So time for a long rest?
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are we gonna go to the curiosity shop?
So I feel like I have my long rest on the other side of the portal in Waterdeep in the kitchen, where I always tend to sleep now.
Okay. Everybody else? You staying in Sigil?
I'm staying in Sigil.
Leo, you too?
I'm staying in Sigil.
Yeah. as you make your way back through, the one thing you know, it is warm and muggy in Waterdeep. Like, so it's uncharacteristically, usually it's more Seattle. But.
It's weird. I'm gonna go to the surface and see if I notice anything different.
Well, I'm just saying, just like everybody's talking about it, it's kind of the thing on everybody's, can't believe this weather, so. Where are you gonna see?
I want to go to the curiosity shop. I guess in the tree. Where are the initiates? With the initiates out.
I could go with you to the curiosity shop.
In the middle of the night, I was kind of thinking, just like make it midnight. I don't know.
Rendezvous.
Break into the.
But maybe someone's still there.
That's daring do.
Yeah. All right, I'll sleep.
We can do it tomorrow night.
Yeah, right.
Because I've spent some.
Yeah.
We can do it tomorrow night.
And you can just
actually.
walk in because you can go in. It'd be better if we sent you in anyway.
So we reconvene in the morning, have our tea again.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't have to change everybody's hit points.
I get my key points back.
Yes, you get your key points back. It's morning, so we'll get time to go to the curiosity shop.
Yep.
Two cousins are outside the arbor watching you guys. Definitely. So.
Do I notice anything going on in the?
In Waterdeep itself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the mirror seems to be, as you walk past it, is coming alive, and you just hear a voice calling your name before you even see it happen. But like, somebody's calling you from the Seven Peaks through the mirror.
All right, I talked to them. What's going on?
Hey, Tekla.
The drow are attacking. Lady Ravon made portals and is killing everyone.
Your father thought you should know. Weird things have been happening.
Weird things. Okay.
Been getting piles of guts delivered. Different bags each day and a missing guard. Also haven't heard from Flint for days.
So pretty much everyone involved in the marketplace.
I can't confirm that. Some of the guards that have been missing are just from outside the keep. I don't know if this concerns you or not, but...
Of course it concerns me. I just wonder what's going on.
Your father just asked you wanted to be informed, so...
Definitely. Always keep me informed. What's being done about it right now?
Sending a patrol to the black market to find Flint.
Yeah.
And then doubling the guards and making sure nobody's on single watch.
Make sure
find
you're
this
careful.
culprit. Yes.
Get back a hold of me soon.
Yes. So our priest has been asked to been storing the guts at the temple.
Why?
She says they're important. Wouldn't say
why.
why.
Are these Lil's guts? Okay. Alright. New bags every day, huh?
Or every
pretty
other.
Intense.
Every other. It seems like the last week it's been one every day.
Alright. I'll try to. I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can.
On one occasion.
Right. And Shinji's watching you walk through the portal, and he's like, I assume you're back to Sigil?
Back to Sigil. What's up, Shinji?
I'm just running the shop.
Running the shop now, are we? I don't think so.
No offense, of course, esteemed Tekla. I just meant I do most of the administrative duties here, and make sure that it does distribute our woo cakes and flowers throughout Waterdeep.
You do a fine job.
Yes. And Shinji does do quite a fine job.
Yeah. And he's like all on it. Like it's just that other guy like already like has me on like, you know what I'm talking about.
No. Shinji's just very, he's very, yeah. He didn't seem arrogant about it. He just seemed very matter of fact about it. So that's
right.
He just says the facts without malice, without judgment. Like
just the numbers.
The numbers. Yep.
Like a monk.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like somebody should be sent in to check on that incubus.
You and that incubus.
Go check on him, Tequila.
I feel like I should, but I don't want to go alone. Like, that's dangerous as fuck. Like,
Yeah,
go and check on
that
the
hollow,
incubus
you gotta go through the hollow mirrors.
Did you
to
set
get
up
there.
anything over your long
Fuck
rest?
that right now. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like, no.
You said you went to the workshop, but
Right. Well, I know it takes a short rest for me to set up
Sounds
my
like there's
lab.
worse ways to die.
yes.
So I wanted to do the setup and then take a long rest.
Okay.
However that time.
You could have done that before
Okay.
you took a long rest last night. You guys, a short rest, 30 minutes to an hour. So you could have set up a potion to brew while you took a long rest.
Okay. And I thought I had to take a short rest just to get the lab set up, and then I could brew later.
That's what I meant. But if you would have taken a short rest before your long rest, right? So so that I'm saying you could have set up with a short rest, and then as you took your long rest,
I
it would have
could
brewed.
a portion.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know my potions yet, so I'm.
Oh fuck! I forgot to write that list.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You got shit going on, babe.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Sorry. Meant to. I was halfway through.
No, please don't.
Yeah. Anyway. Anybody else? In Tekla, you're gonna come strolling over to the Arbor.
Yeah.
Yep. And just in time for morning tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was after morning ritual. You showed these guys a little bit of their forms.
You're looking better today, boys. Don't let it go to your
Are they?
heads. Don't let it go to your heads. Maybe it's because I'm still a little drunk.
Yeah, a little bit.
But keep practicing. You
Only one way to cure that, really. is
What's
that?
You got to keep drinking.
Right. Well, I just did.
So, where to? What's on the agenda for today?
Les curiosities. Is that what we want to do?
I'm gonna pass. Can
Le Chappie,
do we pass by Joaquin's on the way to the curiosity, or no? If we pass by Joaquin's, let's talk to him about the universal key on the way.
Yeah, you stop by Joaquin's before you go to the curiosity shop.
Okay.
Again, yes, back for more.
Well, we have a question for you, Joaquin.
You were looking at that armor. You wanted, don't you?
No, I can't take it right now, sir. I have no way of attuning it to me at this point. But it's
That's too bad. Yes.
I know choices.
It was
We all
such a
have to
fine
make our
fit. It
choices.
was. What is your question?
What do you know about the universal key, portal key? Or a universal portal key? Do you know of such a thing?
I've heard of the concept. It's definitely something people have researched before, but to no avail. It's, so far, individual keys for each portal.
Okay. Is there any lore attached to that key?
To the universal key? Mm-hmm. Some have tried to manufacture it out of magic. Some have tried to call on divine beings. Some have even tried to capture the Lady of Pain, but all have failed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, each portal has an individual key. Are there any portals at all that are accessible by the one key that works like maybe 2 or 3 portals?
There are some portals going to the same plane that do require the same key. For example, going to the fires of Dis will sometimes just require a torch. And each of the portals going to that location.
There's multiple portals going to the same place. Okay.
Yep. But not all.
Right.
But there can be portals that do go to the same place and require different keys.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
No rhyme or reason, from what I understand. There's long, complicated books on the subject of just portals and their keys, and I would love to have some. Really,
We have a book on portals.
Right. We do have some books on portals
and demon names, if I remember correctly.
Yes, we have the list of demons' true names.
What do the demon names provide us?
Names of power, and if you can match the being with its true name, it may allow you to dominate that being for a while.
Okay.
And
Can you make out any of these names?
Rumpelstiltskins.
All right.
pretty much.
I thought you gave it. Who has that list?
I have no such list.
We found it.
Well, Higgins definitely has one, but
Right, and he gave us a
yeah,
copy.
he did give you a short list of the names.
Yeah, that's it. He has the original. I think we own it.
Tekla's got it.
I might have it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
I feel like that's probably where it is.
Yep.
Okay.
So, are you familiar with any of these names? Show them, Tekla.
I pull it out.
Yeah, no, please, I don't want to read infernal text. It can drive me mad.
Oh.
The names are power, but there is an inherent risk trying to discover them.
So what should we do?
And it's written in Infernal.
What do you think we should
That's
do?
it.
Do for what?
Like, what do you think we should do with this infernal text? Or what should we do with this, like, name book?
It might be something you could sell to somebody interested, or
Who would be interested in such a
if
thing?
you are willing to perhaps subject yourself to the dangers of reading infernal text. You could learn their true names.
Names of power.
What good does that do me? Like, tell me more about this.
You would be able to control if you could find the entity that matches their true name.
Oh.
And you get to control that being? Like you have a your own
Like
succubus?
their like all the property they control.
Or like a pet?
You can bend them to your will. Just.
Okay.
I'm actually not. I've never done it. I'm not sure of the specifics, but that is what I understand.
Well, that sounds like something chaotic right up my alley. I don't think we should sell this book.
No, I don't either.
I will offer you. I do think it'd be a good item here. Perhaps 750 gold for it.
750?
Well,
Maybe another time.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Right. Let us
I do
learn
have to make a profit myself.
Right.
See what we can do with it first, and
Yeah.
we'll get back to you on that.
This is appealing to me as well.
Me too.
You never know when a list of demon names is going to come in handy.
Baby.
The demon is there, so you start reading the list.
Right.
If our incubus, if we could figure out the
Like
name of our
Beetlejuice?
incubus, right, then he would be like,
Can I just name him like a pet?
can we designate a name for our
Well, your name
demon?
is now this, and I'm feeding you now. See you tomorrow.
Craig, I'm going to collect your tears.
Right. Don't worry, I'll let you out one day.
Mm-hmm.
We're bringing a revolution. We're freeing everything.
Well,
We can't free That's just not good.
Let's
No.
not
Just calm down a little bit.
Is the world
Regulations to how far that actually extends.
He's quite an emo, angry young man.
yeah, he's been
Don't
down there
feel
a
like-
long time. He's probably really pissed.
Yeah.
Or dead.
And he
he's
asked
been
us to let him
abused.
free, and we
Not
He didn't
by
mean
us.
it though. He really didn't mean it. He was gonna kill
And
us.
it's not our fault. We found him like that. We didn't
Right.
put him down
He was
there.
abused
Yeah.
when we found him. So he's not
Right,
really
yeah.
So we're just keeping him in
other people's children.
Right.
Right. But I have
So
this
fucked up.
feeling that he could be trained a little, you know what I mean? I just feel like it.
Yeah, well, like I said, if we could figure out his name,
Yeah.
then he would be bent to our will. We could we had him wander around the fucking.
Succubus,
Where is
go
this?
find this guy.
Yeah, right.
It's like this. That's
Go
being
get me a
all
latte. incubus.
I do read Infernal.
A latte.
Just saying.
This is Americana. Take it back.
Right. This seems like it's not at 97.5 degrees.
Leo prefers a macchiato.
Oh shit.
Where do you want to put the rug?
Me too. Yeah.
So what are we doing? Curiosity shop.
Yes.
Thank you,
You
Watson.
sure? The armor should. I'll hold it for one more day. I can't promise you after that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Will you look for some bows to magical up for me, mate? Like
A bow.
we could talk about this a little.
Yes, okay. We'll keep my eye out for one. A longbow.
I'm not really sure what I want. Like, keep your eye out for something really good, and then, you know, acquire it for me if it's something worth having in the shop.
That's just vague enough to work.
I've seen her shoot
Right.
crossbow too. Keep an eye out.
Yeah, crossbows take a whole turn. Like I get 3 attacks per turn.
Yeah, but
so
aren't there
I want-
magic ones that have like that don't you don't have to reload and shit? Like
a recurve bow, maybe.
Tekla, you may want to look up the crossbow expert feat.
Ooh.
I believe it allows you to ignore that rule with crossbows.
I have the oath bow.
Yeah, but you also do archery, so it's gonna be good for you.
yeah. You are sort of deadly.
Right.
Yeah, you might want to look up the crossbow expert feats, and I would definitely keep an eye out for
The oath bow.
for a
It's
bow.
gonna be in the.
Thank you. Like a longbow would be nice, yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be in the Dungeon Master's Guide, probably. The Oath Bow?
Yes, it is. Do you need one?
Yeah. Do you have yours with you?
I do.
I don't have a Dungeon Master's.
Oh. It's
I
over
gotta
in the
know
back
what
there.
my thing does.
Because I can use a longbow 3 times, right?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That's right.
Thank you, Joaquin. We're gonna go to the Curiosity Shop.
Okay. Right. And you guys make your way to.
Terry, did you disguise us? Or we like?
Would you like to be discussed?
Oh yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, the Curiosity guys.
You know me. I love cosplay.
Yeah.
Let's cosplay this motherfucker.
Let's do it.
Yep. Okay, so
That's right.
we've done this before, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
I think I was a chocobo last time.
Yeah, you were. That's good. You got feathers.
I'm already cat girl. I think I'm just.
You're gonna say that way? Okay.
I need a disguise. I stand out.
You do, please.
Yeah, Terry gives you like he actually gives you like a hood and face paint. Tells you to stand like this with a long robe, and you look like an angel with your little wings.
I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna sit there and be the strong silent type.
Right. Okay. Right. Can barely see in the cow. You know that type of thing. Yeah. What kind of disguise you? What this time? You're a tiefling this time. What can you turn a tiefling into? Oh, it turns you into a devil. I mean, like a full-on, like, you know,
Oh, okay.
you know, like
Sure.
straight, you
Okay.
know,
Hooves.
horn devil hooves, fangs. You've got fake fangs on right now.
Okay,
Right? You know,
alright,
they're
cool.
yeah.
Awesome.
I feel like a magical whip or net would also be really cool. Just thoughts.
Just throwing that out there.
You know how much I use a net? Like a self-retrieving net would be pimp. I'm all,
Yeah, I mean that's if you throw it. Well, I guess you get your nets back, but
I get them back. I'm careful, but like, be easier if I didn't have to.
Terry has to take his hat off, so he's not feeling as smart. But
Ooh. But you could put your headband on.
no, it's so done now. It's so done now. But you know, defying hat, I gotta take that off for a disguise. I figure so. Yeah, but Terry disguises himself, and he's got like he's doing whiteface, so it's like you know he looks just like a human, a bald human. Contacts in his eyes and everything.
Oh wow.
No,
Okay. Wow.
No hat.
Wow.
no hat. It was a good roll.
You look terrible.
What did you do?
Alright, spectacles, he got spectacles on. Alright, so we make our way to the Curiosity Shop? Yeah, and it's across the bazaar, which is quite busy again. We avoid most of the portals that are in the bazaar, you know, just trying to stay away from as many constructs as possible. And when you see it, there's a big sign, and it's just a rainbow letters. It says Ramsey's Curiosity Shop, you know, and then at the bottom there's like a sign tacked onto it, an adventure extraordinaire.
Oh.
You know, and the sign below that one says travels and tours, you know, available. And so, and then like there's 2 front windows, and you see different things in the front windows, like a shrunken head. There's a map, you know. I mean, it's all like prop stuff that you know, like, you know. But you guys do notice some things.
Suit of armor.
Yeah, suit of armor, right. Different, you know, like a tent is set up in one of the windows, just as like an advertising prop, you know.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make your way into the shop, and you hear, "Hello! How can I help you? I'm the esteemed Ramsey. It's so nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What is your name?"
Barb.
Barb. Yes, nice to meet you. And you?
Mary,
Oh, of course, yes. Mary, nice to meet you. I'm Ramsey.
please.
Good sir. Oh, a tall one. The strong silent type, I take it. Oh, yes. Much need for you. Yeah, and may I introduce myself? My name is Ramsey. I'm an adventurer extraordinaire.
Bubba.
Bubba, okay. Jesus, my name is George. Yes, George. Don't give me any of those. And how can I help you?
How much is that?
Are you looking for the tour? The tent?
Yeah.
Well, that's my favorite tent. I used it to scale the slopes of Mount Celestia.
Oh, so it's not for sale.
Of course, I'm a famed traveler. You've heard of me, correct, Ramsey?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let me guess. You must be here for a tour, yes?
A tour of...
Maybe you want to see the Great Modra March? Is that what you're interested in? No? The Tree of Yastra? The World Tree?
You do tours?
I have to tell you, I'm not going to the River Styx now. There's been a lot of fiend activity there lately. They're searching for something I don't know what, and I don't enjoy it.
Oh man, I've been there too. I've fallen in twice. I never want to go back.
Oh, really? Fallen in twice?
Twice.
You must tell me. I
would, but I fell in twice.
Let me guess. You're here to quest to find magic weapons. You want to travel the plains and are looking for sentient, exotic things that you can use to slay your enemies. That's
I'm
an
actually
expensive
very
adventure.
interested in dragons.
In dragons?
Yeah. Do you know anything about dragons?
I've seen them before.
Do you know where I might find dragons locally?
Locally in Sigil. I mean, not
like that.
Unless they're traveling in humanoid form.
Like within portal range. Which portal would I take to find the best?
I can do a dragon tour for you. I can arrange
tour. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes,
that sounds great.
Yes. We could go to the Gith. Who often use red dragons.
Red dragons. That's exactly, you guys. Red armor. My dragon scales are very faded. I feel like that should be where we go.
Should I book the tour?
Do you have any tours to Eberron?
Is that where you're from?
No, that's where Kaylon's from.
To Eberron. That's a rare place. I of course I can arrange something.
It's not something that...
It's not regularly something I have on my tour schedule.
All right.
Really, no magic weapons? No intrigue there?
Oh, I totally want magical weapons. I need a magical longbow. Yeah, and maybe a net or a whip.
A whip, yes, I've heard of the magic whip.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also like magic carpets, but don't we all have dragons?
We do.
Yeah. I like you. I feel you really get me. Like, where should I go first? Like, you've been everywhere, right? Like, where should I go? Where should we travel to?
Like I said, the Modron March is always one of the
tour guide, right?
Your primes, right? You're not from the plains, not planers. You've never seen the march. That's great. Limbo, it will tear your ears out and maybe scramble your brains.
I don't want to.
It is an experience.
I'm good.
Like no other.
I don't know about Limbo, man. Like, let's go somewhere like. Dragons, yeah. Red dragons, that sounds great. I'd love to book a red dragon tour with you. How does that work? Tell me all about it.
Well, we could travel to the astral plane and hunt red dragons. It's very dangerous, though. The Gith are quite powerful.
How powerful?
They're really quite martial people, and they train from birth for their silvery gray swords, which can kill you with one swipe of their blade and cut your silver cord that keeps you anchored in the astral plane. Many people have been asking about that plane lately, actually.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. That sounds like... yeah, maybe not.
It's quite dangerous, yes.
Is there anywhere else that has red dragons we can go that's maybe a little less dangerous, although the dragon itself is dangerous?
I tell you, let me do some research and I will personalize a trip just for you. Find out where we can go find the biggest red dragon.
Ooh.
And then you have to do the slaying. That's all in the contract. I'm just there for the journey.
How about like a medium-sized red dragon? Or like a whole layer of small red dragon. Like not really
bunch of little ones.
Not really trying to fight the giant dragon.
No, we want the big ones. The stories we'll tell.
It's
Stories
true.
they'll tell about us.
Could you also like look around for another bag of holding for me?
Does it get full?
No, I mean yeah, but I mean if you have a whole big dragon, you're gonna have to put that somewhere. I feel like a couple of bags of holding would be useful.
I don't normally acquire. I'm more
You
of
said
a
magic
tour guide,
weapons.
and
Come on.
that is
But
true.
you have
I mean,
connections, sir.
And exotic desirables or some nonsense like that, right?
Yeah, like I think that you're
And
right.
this shop is weird. It's got like weird reticulated skeletons of like odd creatures you haven't seen
like
there
what?
before.
Ooh.
And, you couldn't even like something you couldn't even tell. Like
Is there something small?
Yeah.
It's not small.
Yeah.
How expensive?
It's got like a long spine thing on it and like 4 little like claws that come out like this.
Oh, that's cool. How
Yeah.
much is that?
$150, and it's like suspended in the liquid. No,
In
it's
liquid?
reticulated. I said it's reticulated. I'm sorry, it's reticulated on a a little.
You pose it?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah. Okay. You gonna buy it?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Good eye. Good eye. Good eye, boy. I'm going to like you.
I want Terry to make an investigation check and see if he can see anything that might tell us if Kaylon's been here.
Right, you kick him.
What am I gonna call that? Skeleton of what? Like reticulated
He
skeleton?
smells any Kaylon.
Of alien creature.
Reticulated.
13 plus 12, 20 plus
Alien
12.
skeleton.
Hello.
Wow.
You should just investigate constantly.
Yes.
Right.
How's not some of
What's
my
that
other
guy's
stuff
name?
better? I need to re-go through here. Right. No, my performance is plus 12.
Randall.
Okay, right.
Arnold. Ray.
That's what my plus 12 is in performance.
What's this guy's name?
Yeah,
I'll
what's
be
this
there.
guy's name?
Ramsey.
Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
I want
What's
to,
his shop called?
Ramsey's Curiosities and Travel Tours.
I would like to make a survival check to see if there's anything in there that would be good for making potions.
Okay, make one.
We just this guy's okay.
Haha, a 1, a natural 1.
Yeah, you're not sure anything in here. I mean, it's just kind of foreign substances to you. You're not sure if it would be of any use at all.
What did Terry see?
Terry, an investigation check to see if there's Kaylon.
I have detect potion and disease. Can I detect? Can I cast a spell to detect?
Potion and disease?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Poison. It's gotta be poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, poison.
Not poison.
Poison and disease. It's poison
Yeah.
and disease. Terry motions you over to look at a book, and you're looking at the book, and it's open to a page on a god named Illatrude.
The one we heard of before?
Yes. How does that connect with Kaylon? No, you don't see any passage of Kaylon. You don't see any trace of him.
Not even the book?
No, you see the book, but like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't necessarily see like something that says Kaylon on it.
But
Right.
Okay, but
how much for the book?
That book. 50 gold.
I'm a history buff.
50 jink.
50?
It's a book of dead gods. It's of known ones.
Would you take 25?
Persuasion check.
sways it, baby.
18.
18?
Yeah.
40.
That's what I was.
I went on a long adventure for this.
Okay, 40.
Alright. Subtract 40. You got a book of dead gods.
35. If we make it 35, then it's a nice even 1300.
Just because I like you, because you're Barb's friend.
Barb's friend. Wow, you carry some weight, Tequila. Still a Barb.
Anybody else want to talk to Ramsey and ask him anything?
And we'll throw you some more. I mean, I really like your shop, so we'll probably be throwing you more business your way.
Well, fantastic. I'm going to arrange that tour.
I'm excited.
You must come back maybe, say a week. And I'll have something arranged, yes?
Alright.
So we step outside?
Yeah.
You kind of motion for everybody to step outside.
Are we done?
So is that, so when,
Can I investigate the shop a little? Like, just check it out? Like,
make an investigation
Act
check.
like I'm a customer. And
I mean, there's just weird little idols in here from different cultures, different like books, small religious artifacts.
16.
Every once in a while, a long peace pipe and things. 16? Nah, you don't notice. I mean, you just notice these oddities and antiquities and
A
curiosities.
peace pipe?
Yeah.
What kind of peace pipe?
Made out of clay, it looks like. Yes, I found this on Aboria when they finally stopped fighting for a little bit. They all come on the second moon cycle of each month.
Oh, what a treasure.
Yes, I thought so myself, yes. We could go there too, tours of Aboria.
We have so many places to go. Have you been to Waterdeep?
Waterdeep. No, I don't. I can't recollect.
There's a wonderful martial arts festival that goes on there, and the woo cakes. Oh, have you heard of woo cakes?
It's not something I've heard of.
Can't believe that you haven't heard of woo cakes. You just wait.
A martial tournament.
Yeah.
So that would be something you're interested in.
No, not me.
Oh, okay.
No.
Tour to Arcadia is
Oh yeah.
constant battleground. You can win much fame and glory there.
No.
Quite dangerous, though. I do need you to sign a waiver for that.
That sounds
quite
pretty
dangerous.
cool.
I can't be.
Arcadia, you say?
Yes, I can't be responsible for anything that happens on the tour.
That's so cool. Yeah, Barb Lotus. On tour.
I like your style, Barb. I like your style.
I have a feeling we're gonna get along really well.
The rest of our adventures are just gonna be through Ramsey's company.
We're like, we want to go get this, Ramsey, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Lovely.
You step out of the shop?
Yep, swagger out.
Thank you for the book.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ramsey. I'll see you later in a week.
We'll be back.
I look forward to it.
Me too.
You guys make your way out of Ramsey's Curiosities.
Any cousins around? Any cousins see us? Or are they like...
Make a perception check.
That's good.
22.
There's one that's been following you, yes.
Oh.
They don't make too much. They're not really hiding from you, you know what I mean? It's just,
No, but we did disguise ourselves.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. So, we'll roll Deception, which will be a cheery roll. That's a good roll. I already rolled all these tonight. You don't see your cousin in sight.
Huh?
You don't see. You must have shaken him or something.
Okay.
This guy's worked because you don't see any cousins.
Good.
Okay.
At least not that you can see.
Right.
So 2 arrows have pointed to this dead god.
Can I smell him?
No, Sickles. I mean, it's a weird smell that you get here. So you're not sure what meat you've been eating for the last night, but
Has it been good?
it's fantastic.
I'm into it.
The kebabs.
Kebabs. Yeah. I'm all about the kebabs.
Some Stygian.
I got it. Stop it.
I did watch Conan the other day.
Did you?
Killed some.
Need some tequila?
I'm good. I got a mosey.
I have some.
Do you have some?
Yeah.
Let's see how you are. I drank mine.
I just drank mine
You
too.
drank mine too. Oh, no.
I'm sorry, where are we at? We're standing in front of Ramsey's Curiosities.
Well, I think we should... I'd like to take the book back to Higgins or somebody and have them look over what's the god's name? Do we know? Do we write it down?
Yes, we did. Yeah, Iltrude.
Illatrude, yep.
Who is this god?
He's got portals.
We think he's the portal god.
Portal god.
Yeah, let's take it back to Higgins.
Yeah, okay, you take it to Higgins, and what are you're going to have him specifically look for?
Well, if we have... Is he a demon god? Is Illatrude a demon god? Is his name among
The true
names
The true
in
names.
our...
No, he's not a demon. I mean, divinity is not... Demons are not divine.
He's a god.
Some demons can't have ascended to godhood.
Okay.
Asmodean. There's a couple others, but not all of them.
Okay.
So these are more major demons, right, major deities that have died off.
Okay.
And Higgins is like he's giving you a little history lessons as he's flipping through the book.
So what's the history of Illitrude? Like, what's
typically gods can only die if their followers stop believing in them. So they need us as much as we need them. But most become so powerful that just one follower turning away won't harm him too much. But in the case of Erlitrude, it is interesting because there are sometimes divine battles where gods can kill other gods, and this is what happened to Erlitrude when the Lady of Pain appeared, and no one knows where she came from or how she appeared. Some do rumor that she came from the abyss, but it does say here. Most adventurers do search for Erlitrude looking for some key to a specific portal or all portals or some sort of knowledge to do with transportations across the plains.
Okay.
Some say he whispers in dead seekers in the astral.
Man, the astral just keeps coming up, and I don't like the idea of dying with one sword swipe.
Well, maybe we need to figure out how to
Block it.
or travel the astral plane and be.
I'm sure that guy knows where all the portals are.
Oh yeah.
Illitrude? Right.
No. The other guy, though.
Yeah, or the curiosity guy.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Ramsey.
Ramsey.
He knows where all the portals are, I bet.
Right.
Well, what do we think, people?
I think he works for Douchebag.
Well, obviously, because Kaylon's hanging out there. So somehow there's a connection there.
Right.
Or maybe he's trying to find Illitrude through.
But why didn't he take the Illitrude book? He's been there a while.
Maybe he's.
Is he beyond that? I mean.
Yeah, right. Maybe he's beyond it.
It's probably a pretty
closer
common
to it
book,
than that.
I feel like that didn't really lead us many places that I wanted to go. And
That also more questions than answers a little bit, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I kind of knew.
I like that guy. He's cool, but we need to kill Kaylon. So how's that going to work?
Yeah, how do we draw out Kaylon? That's the one. That's the deal. Okay.
I mean, I felt like we spent quite a bit of time there. We could always just go back every once in a while and
He knows us now, right? Like.
I could bring him some
in our
tacos or
costumes.
something. Like we could hang
bring him a
out
taco.
for a while. Yeah.
What happened to just grabbing them and beating them?
No, I meant Ramsey. Like bring Ramsey a taco and kind of wait for Kaylon to just show up, and then stick him in the bag when he shows up.
Well, and Sindarian had mentioned that Kaylon's he had been visiting the Curiosity Shop, and then they lost all track of him whatsoever. He doesn't seem to be in Sigil right now.
So he's
We
probably.
could probably ask Ramsey where he went.
Oh,
Yeah, what if we just fucking straight up ask us, like,
Yeah.
what if we.
What happened to Kaylon, dude?
Do you know this guy Kaylon?
We're friends of Kaylon. We're Kaylon's cousins, and we're looking for him. Right? Like, or something?
Business associates? Since none of us look
We
like
don't
his
look like his
cousins.
cousins.
Say what?
We don't look like his cousins.
Right, exactly. Could we not be business associates?
I don't even want to associate myself with that guy.
Spiritual guides?
Right.
Ugh.
We're looking for Kaylon to help him through his spiritual journey.
Yeah, I am too. Totally. To death do us part.
So do we want to go back to the shop and we're standing right outside, right? Like,
Yeah.
we could just step back in and sit.
Say, oh, by the way,
Yeah, you're just kind of like loitering outside a shop, right?
I mean, like, I feel like I should leave. And then, like, maybe one of you two that didn't, like...
I'm gonna go make sure Chris went to bed. You guys discuss it real
specifically
quick.
plan something.
Right.
And I'll just, like, hang out nearby waiting for you or something. You think I should go in with you?
I just wonder if there's a sneaky way we could inquire about Kaylon without dropping his name.
Dude, what is up with all these rats?
Or point to the god maybe and just be like, in the book and be like, hey, have you heard of this guy? What can we do to go, can we go on a tour to see
Oh, we could do
this
that.
guy? Has anybody
We could
else
do that.
been inquired about a tour to go see this guy? Like,
Yeah, but that's going to alert them to us being interested in that guy.
well,
Of course, if we had just straight out asked
Ask him.
Kaylon, that's just straight out asking us to Kaylon.
well, and I think if we ask anyway, right? If Kaylon asks and then we ask right after, I think that'll probably arouse suspicion as well.
All right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I think if we kill Kaylon...
We just gotta find him. We don't know where
Yeah,
he
we
is.
don't know where he is.
I know, but this guy knows. I feel like he might know where he is. And so, like...
So what do you say? Go for it, just straight up asking?
How about asking him?
My deception isn't great. 2 + 2.
My deception is +9,
+0.
So,
and my persuasion is +9.
well, yeah, maybe you ought to go in there and see if you can't.
How do I approach him without raising his suspicions?
Well, what if you do raise his suspicions? He's a money guy. He's in it for the money, right?
Okay, well, yeah, I could just go in there.
Like, maybe he's not working with Kaylon. Maybe Kaylon's just working through him.
Right.
Right?
Okay,
Like-
yeah. Okay. So what am I
Fucked
trying
him
to
over
find
or
out?
something.
Yeah. What's that?
So I'm just going to go in there and say, I'm looking. Have you heard of this dude, Kaylon? I'm looking for him. We've got a business arrangement. Since you're the tour guide, you seem to have the access to everywhere. Is this a person that you've ever heard of? And if he likes us, maybe he'll say, and he's not working with him, maybe then he'll let us know, like, how often. Or when's the last time you've seen him?
Yeah, right.
Where he
This is
lives
the last
these
place
days.
he's seen. Right. I mean,
Right.
or did he take him on a tour? Did he
Right.
send him on a tour to the astral plane to go find
Right.
Illidan or whatever his fucking name is?
Illatrude?
Illatrude.
Okay.
So what happens if he finds Illatrude?
Well, then, rumor has it, then you can have control of all the portals. You won't have to. You can.
The Illatrude may have that key, the key to all the portals.
Yeah, nobody. There wasn't keys to the portals before.
So we shouldn't ask about... We shouldn't ask about Kaylon. We should ask about Illatrude.
That would be a more subtle way.
Okay, well,
Start with Illatrude. If we don't get the information we want, then just fucking ask about Kaylon. But start with Illatrude and.
So take the book in and say, do you know about Illatrude, or is there a tour to where the dead gods go? And I mean,
I would just maybe like, wow, the portals have gotten so expensive and strong army around here. Like, I wonder, and I've heard rumor of this god that the portals once were liberated.
Oh, right.
And I was just curious about that sort of thing, being that it's so expensive. Maybe.
Illatrude.
Yeah, we heard tell that this Illatrude may have been opened all the portals up. So just just trying to save some money and go on an adventure, and I don't know.
What are we saving money for?
Did you guys decide on anything?
Have we gotten any
We're
money?
working on it.
I'm thinking of going in and asking Ramsey's. Okay, about tours.
Yeah, say.
Oh yeah, that the portals have gotten that we had heard rumor that the portals.
Okay,
used to be,
so are you in talking to him right now?
let me get this right.
Yeah.
Portals used to be open to everybody.
Yeah, portals have gotten
When
the portal system has gotten weird.
Yeah.
It's gotten weird and expensive. Over the recently we've noticed it. The whole town's noticed it. Everybody's kind of talking about it. But we heard rumor that there was a god that controlled all the portals, and that the portals used to be free to liberated at one point. So.
Right.
Is there a tour to? Is that something he's familiar with? Like he's got this book, like.
Yeah, we understand that the god has gone to another plane, that he's dead in another place, but is there a tour for that? To that plane?
So that's what you're asking him?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he kind of looks at you and his eyes kind of narrow a little bit and he goes, let me guess, you're one of his cousins.
No cousin? I have no cousins.
So it seems all very awfully familiar. I've been answering questions of this nature for the last 2 weeks, or it seems
Of different
2 weeks
people, or
prior.
the same person?
Oh, I said a man named Kaylon was coming in asking very similar questions.
And did this Kaylon...
Yes, they send his cousins in here quite a lot too. So never wanted to pay full price for anything.
Is he trying to intimidate you?
Well, I just didn't care for him really. He's charging me for everything.
Yes, we've had trouble with him too. Yes, around that same thing. So is he trying to book a tour to this? Do you know of a tour to this place?
What?
Where
He did book a tour with me. Yes,
He did.
Asked many questions about dead gods and the astral plane and how to travel and traverse it and find what he was looking for. But I'm an excellent adventurer, and of course I know these things. So
Okay. So
Can you tell us what you told him?
do you guys go back in the store? Are you gonna go back in?
I was kind of listening and then I go back in the store.
He is a customer of mine. I do hate to divulge secrets of.
Well, we feel like there's a real problem with him in the portal system, and that any furtherance of his agenda is going to be a detriment to all of us. And so we're on a kind of a mission to take us back to the old ways when Illatron was alive and the portals were available to
I don't know how much you like an adventure.
You're outside. Make a
I
persuasion.
pay full price and I put 500 gold on the counter.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh, 11.
A natural 20.
He eyes both of you a little bit and kind of slides his hand over, starts counting the jink and eats on it a little bit. Make sure it's good metal and soft and everything. Well, of course, yes. Even to the astral plane. I'll tell you exactly where Kaylon went.
And when did he leave? When did he go?
About a week ago.
1 week at the astral plane.
Of course, the astral holds no time. No time passes there.
Okay.
But it can be a very dangerous place. But I tried to train him. We went there twice. I tried to show him how to navigate around and find what he's looking for. But I had no business traveling to dead gods. As much as I love adventure, I do love to adventure the next time too.
Would you be willing to help us get to that same plane, to the astral plane also, and navigate it?
For my standard fee, I suppose we can do a tour to the astral.
Is that something we want to pursue, people?
Are you calling everybody into the shop?
I'm going to...
You and Tequila are the only ones in there right now.
Should we go out and not go outside and speak with the rest of the crew to see if we want to jump into this right now?
Like, what is the total fee that you need today?
To the astral would be 1,000 for the ritual, and then 100 per a person before the material silver bars required in the spell casting, and then of course my fee, which is a nominal fee of 2,000 to train and take you to the astral, give you tips and guidance.
Train. Okay.
So all said, it would be
Is that 2,000 per person?
3,000 plus 100 per person.
Right.
We'll have to talk to our party members about it, but
Yep.
I'll be back to you.
Sure. Yes.
Thank you for your help.
Just don't send your cousins.
I don't have any cousins.
Which is not true. You have
it's
a whole
not
clan
true,
of
but-
dwarves with like
but I'm
cousins.
Bart.
And right.
You like my cousin.
Right? He's like my cousin.
You guys head out the shop, and everybody else is kind of loitering, for lack of a better word.
Okay, so the secret is
EQ, are you walking with your new staff? Is it a new staff who accompanying you today, or is it?
It's not attuned yet.
Okay.
Not attuned
It's
yet.
gonna be $3,500 to go kill Kaylon right now.
well, he's on the astral plane.
Yeah, maybe I won't tune my new one. Yeah, new staff.
So Kaylon's on the astral plane. What's his name? Trained him to function on there and took him there, and he's on his mission to find the key. For $3,000 plus 100 each, we can also make that job.
I had a concern, but I was just sitting here thinking while you guys were in the shop.
Okay.
And I'm kind of confused about how the Lady of Pain, or the nobles of Sigil, whoever the government has, given Kaylon leave to find a way to open all the portals with one key, which would require him to go to the what's his name? Illitrude, who the Lady of Pain killed. It might require him bringing him back, right? So it just seems like a conflict of interest, right? If the Lady of Pain already killed him once, I just don't understand why the government of Sigil would want to bring him back. Or if we tried to bring him back, that might piss off the Lady of Pain. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, there was no mention of Erletrude in the notes of Kaylon's meeting. The only mandate that they gave him was he had to find a universal key. They didn't say how. They didn't send him on a specific.
but the last time the portals were all open, but at the same time, was when Illitrude was alive. Yes.
As far as you know,
As far as we know.
Yes. Yeah.
So the assumption is that Illitrude has the universal key.
Yes. Yes. Or that's one way. I mean, you heard Joaquin talking when he was talking about it. He said some people have tried to manufacture them through magic.
Yes.
Right.
Find dead gods. Some have tried,
To mixed effect, to no effect, to...
most have failed. Yeah. Well, they've all failed.
failed.
They've all failed.
Well, that was my thinking. Do we have to go chase after this Illitrude dude?
Or just let Kaylon do it?
Yeah, and we figure out another way.
I say let Kaylon try to die in the astral plane, and if he never comes back, good riddance, and kill all his cousins.
What if he finds it?
Don't we kill him? And take it.
Well, he has to come back to the curiosity shop, right? If he left from the curiosity shop.
We could go to the astral plane, guys.
But you don't know where he left from.
Excuse me?
You actually do not know where he left from.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We could go to the astral plane.
Well, and what's the mission? The mission says to kill Kaylon. We don't give a shit about the universal key at this point, right?
Yeah, we do.
Well,
I mean, eventually, that's the
yeah, right, but
secondary thing.
prioritize for sure. Definitely, Kaylon needs to die.
I think anything that causes him pain, so
Right,
if we
man.
deny him that thing,
Totally.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So are we going to the astral plane, people?
I think it would be fun. But I don't know.
I mean, I'm down. I feel like
I thought you wanted to beat on some stuff.
going in.
I feel like I'm gonna die here.
what's that?
What direction are we supposed to be going in?
Well,
3,500 change.
yeah. I'm in debt.
You're a what?
I'm in debt.
Well, we got money in the bag of holding, so.
I don't have 3,500 if we're gonna go there.
We have that in the group pot.
Well, the 3, yeah, for sure.
I think we have
Or for August.
2,500 in the group, but I have I have another 1,000.
Right.
Is that what we want to do? I mean, is that we want to try to track Kaylon down?
Well,
I think he should come to us.
How do we ensure he comes to us?
Let's just try all of his little things.
say again.
Then he'll search us out.
Did you read anything in the book? When you're studying the book, did you?
It seems like the creator actually has a key or an amulet that will cause them to stand down. Stand down is not the right word.
Okay, deactivate.
Deactivate. Yes.
Okay.
Their creator, huh?
Yes. I don't know if that's each construct has a key.
Each unit has its individual key?
Yes.
Water.
Yeah.
Key may not be the right word. Conduit.
Yeah, right.
But there's not a universal turn off for the whole system.
No, the individual.
The RAS system.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's good to know, though.
Yeah.
Good to know. Take out his handler. Okay.
Oh, so the little rat guy has the mechanism to turn off the guy. Okay. Possibly.
I'll pick his pocket and find out.
Okay. Okay, so what are we doing now, folk?
Can I put a hunter's mark on him?
You're standing in front of the curiosity shop still, correct?
Yes.
Am I correct? Yes, but
yeah.
when you get there, you sure can. Or you can go there and do it if you would like to. I will draw the map again if you want me to.
No. Who are you putting Hunter's mark on?
The rat thing.
The little rat guy. Yeah.
Oh, there's going to be a bunch of them. There's going to be one at every portal.
This is going to be really bad and scary and awesome. I can't wait.
But
Kill 'em all.
if we start making a ruckus at all of the portals, is that going to draw Kaylon back to us? Or are we going to arouse the guard of Sigil and we're going to be in real shit?
I think he already knows we're back, right? Because they've been following us around.
Okay.
Or at least some of his cousins at least know we're back.
Right.
So if we do
I think
the
he's gonna
hunter's
die in
mark,
natural
it
place.
just goes to the one guy.
Yes. And then you know where that guy is at all times. You basically, you can track them.
I have something really similar with that oath bow because that makes my mortal enemy
Mm-hmm. That's once every 7 days.
every 7 days.
Yeah. So that's you know what I mean. Like you're picking that one is a little more.
So if we see Kaylon, I would do my oath bow.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
How do we find him?
He's slippery too.
He's on the astral plane.
We tried to kill him a couple times.
Yeah.
An oath bow might be a good thing.
He ain't escaping from my bag. He's gonna get in that bag. He's gonna be in there with my fucking nemesis.
I love it.
He got shouted out to a random plane somewhere.
I know. Bag of foes. What do we think, people?
Well, that's too past diverge, doesn't it? What's our objective? I guess that's what it's to kill Kaylon.
Right.
I want to slit Kaylon's throat before you put him in the bag.
Well, I might as well put him in your bag.
No, I don't want to keep him.
I want to shoot him with my bow. I want her to slit his throat. I want him to put it in his bag. I want you to
What's up,
I love this
something.
Right.
I want you to sing a song as he goes off into the ether.
Na 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 na.
Yeah.
Hey,
Everyone.
Goodbye.
Okay, now that we planned it, now we need to do it.
Kaylon is peace out.
Well,
What are we gonna do about the cousins?
Right.
Maybe we should kill all of his cousins while he's in the ethereal plane trying to
That's
die.
the question. Do we want the cousins? Are we going after Kaylon?
No, they cut off the head, right? I mean, although they are rats, so if you kill the one, there's just gonna be 100 more behind them. So I don't fucking know how to deal with poison, right? Poison kills rats, right? You gotta get
They
them
bring
all.
it back into their
right.
home, into their nest. It spreads.
Feed it to everybody.
Yeah, some slow-acting Tequila taco poison, man.
Oh.
Something.
You do remember an inn that when you first brought Sindari in here that you two
We scoped out, yeah, where he was staying.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was like all rat
That's
people
right.
right
It's
there,
all
right?
rats.
Yeah.
It was all the cousins,
Yep.
basically. It was like their headquarters.
Can we take over the kitchen and start serving tacos?
I think we
Yeah.
should serve them whatever they normally eat, poisoned though.
Yeah, we could.
Or we just have the taco
Would be
cart.
Arya.
I was just
there
gonna
you
say,
go.
let's already start that motherfucker, dude. Let's do that
Wow.
She's so badass.
shit. Can you make me look like Kaylon so I can go up in there? Brothers!
Maybe with an illusion.
These tacos represent our victory!
I'll worry about going anywhere near those constructs, though. They seem to recognize us.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if they still recognize us.
Water, though. Water seems to be...
Didn't that wasn't that like kryptonite to these things? I can't remember.
Fizzled them. We
Yeah.
shot him with electricity and that made him stronger.
That wasn't
Right.
a much smaller one.
Charged him up. Right.
Right.
So we need a lot more water, probably.
Water cannon.
Water cannon.
Or like, is there any waterways in Sigil?
There's certain fountains. There's fountains around and stuff like that that seem, portals from the elemental plane of water that, cause little fountains and things to appear.
Okay. But no, canals or...
Is that what we want to do? Is we want to take out his cousins?
I don't know. Well, him, I mean, they want them all, right? Like, I don't know. He needs to go for sure. He's the one that's got the deal worked out with the government, so we got to get,
Yeah, it seems to me like if we go to the astral plane with the goal of taking down Kaylon, then we are in the astral plane where the chances are we're going to find the key.
Yeah, I say we need to
All right.
get our hands on the key before Kaylon.
That's fair. Let's go.
Like, it's kind of a race to that fucking key.
If we care about
If, well,
portal
Yeah,
pass.
fuck yeah.
Right.
and killing that son of a bitch.
Right.
Well, yeah, the goal is
He
to
did
kill
steal
the
our
son of a
idea,
bitch.
man.
And if in the process we can liberate the portals and provide a place for us to sell woo cakes everywhere.
Yeah. Astral plane. I say
Astral plane.
I say that's easily worth the $3,500 investment.
Okay. Make our way. We can make our way back in to the shop
If we
and.
can franchise woo cakes and shit, yeah, that's easily worth the $35.
Okay.
Or $38
So
or
is that
whatever.
coming out of our portals?
That's going to have to come out of our personal money because we only have the $10,000 for the portal in the.
I got $1,300.
And I
So
got.
if we each
no.
throw in like 600, we should be good to go.
Yeah,
That will be fantastic.
I'll throw 12 in. I got 12. Okay, so.
I got 17 platinum.
That's it? You have no.
Just bought a bunch of shit. It's in deck.
Okay, I'm good.
And sometimes you have to buy.
So I got my 1,200 gold in the pot.
I got
1,200.
garnets and stuff. I just
Yeah,
have
I
to
need
get
to
them
throw
evaluated.
6, and then we got our 30 whatever.
All right.
I just have to move a few things around. That's all.
Right, right.
Liquidate some assets.
That's right.
Or go kill some shit and get some more things.
I like it.
Hello, I'm back again.
Yes, we're back again. We would like to take you up on your offer to train and take us to the astral plane in pursuit of this horrible dude.
Before we give you the money,
We need a way back.
does this include all of the weapon attunement and
Thank you.
You've learned your lesson.
Thank you for covering our ass.
and portal fees and is this it?
Well, as you know, with the astral plane, only magic items will manifest there.
Okay.
So regular mundane things will not operate in the same capacity.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it your? Yes, planers. I forget. Nobody's been to the astral before.
No.
It's quite a place. We'll have to start our training. And he starts rummaging through some stuff on a top shelf, and he brings out like a bowl.
We have to train for the tour.
To go to the plane, to traverse
like
the plane
Mount
at all.
Everest. You know what I mean? Just don't go to Everest. You know what I mean? You gotta climb McKinley first.
Did Kaylon go through all this?
Yes.
Indeed he did, yes.
All right.
Most unpleasantly, him and some of his cousins.
And he has not yet returned?
Just owes me money.
Oh, we pay our debts.
Or no one returns. Was that the thing?
Normally, I have everybody do the astral projection here at the shop, but he insisted on doing it at a location somewhere else because you are quite helpless while your body is projected into the astral.
Oh. You have to project yourself in there, astral. Oh, I get it.
Astral projection.
Oh, shit. I got this
exciting.
now. I got some brews that can do this shit.
You think you've touched the astral. Should we begin immediately? Maybe travel and have her first taste? What time is it?
The day is young.
I want to say, Naquali, I want you to hang out here, and if anything gets fucking crazy, I want you to come and wake me up and shake me and bite my fucking face or something.
Right, okay.
Bite my finger. Come bite my finger if it starts going weird.
Can't wait till he knocks off your finger. Okay, so you guys make your way into the back.
Not off.
And there's a number of shelves on the side with more curiosities. But Ramsey also has a spot with like 8 different like cots that are all like in a circle around an altar. And then in the middle of that altar, there's like this silver bowl. And he says, pick a bed. But first I'll need your blood. And he takes out a knife and he cuts his wrist and he like drops it onto this like silver bowl, and as soon as he does, it looks like it liquid like goes into the actual bowl, and it seems like he gets absorbed by it.
What kind of bowl is that?
And he throws like a silver bar in there, and he goes and sits on it. It's part of the astral projection spell, and he lays down on a cot. And you see like this bar of silver starts to melt. He's like, hurry up, you too. It's starting to melt, and like smoke is like bellowing out of it, and it's like kind of engulfing Ramsey as he's laying there, and like you see his eyes kind of way back in his head, and then like the smoke immediately it's like coalescing all around him, and then it goes and just gets sucked right into the bowl, and then like. And there's like this little silver strand that's coming out of his like midriff and going into the bowl, but like he's
I jump in the bed next to him and throw my silver in.
Did you get questions?
Right.
Okay. Tekla's next. She does the same thing that everybody.
Throwing my silver in.
Yeah. Everybody gets in their cots, and you guys just smoke bellows over you, and as it does, you kind of find your eyes are fading into unconsciousness, and you see nothing but smoke in front of you, and then it just like it feels like it just pulls you out of your body, and you just, next thing you know, you're just in this expanse, and all around you, in every possible conceivable direction, it's just sparkles, like this gray, like background with sparkles all around. Some of them very large around you, and some of them quite small. And you guys are all standing very near the same locations. Ramsey's standing like this. Tekla's like this. Leo's like in a different angle like this. You're not all linear. You're all facing kind of different directions. First lesson, up is where you think it is. So please try to orientate yourself. We can talk face to face.
Okay.
If you would like to try to move in the astral plane, it's all based on your intelligence. I need you to make an intelligence check.
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
$20. Okay.
Yeah, 18 plus 2. 10.
12.
5.
You're looking for a 10. So all of us, we kind of come up to the same level. EQ, you're kind of above, and you're like looking down on everybody.
Overshot.
Right.
What?
Cool though.
We'll wait. Go ahead. You can make another check.
You're waiting for me. I'm waiting for you guys. Come on. Up is where I think it is. 19.
19. Yeah, you managed to come. All you guys all standing in a semicircle. Very good. You're not. I mean, it's kind of unnerving. I mean, like you look down, and it's no different than looking up. It's just like you're in this space, and it's just like this. All around you is just like this glitter, and every once in a while these very large, bright orbs. And he's pointing out. See there? There's a different memories, thoughts, places in the astral. Movement here is based on your intelligence. So movement here is actually you move double your intelligence. That's your movement rate in the astral plane. Tekla, do you find yourself moving faster than you did on land?
I'm a fucking slug.
Are you? Yeah, which is quite different. Quite different.
Less than half.
Yeah. However, and also, your strength equals your mental fortitude here. So your strength score is actually equal to your intelligence score here. And your dexterity score is equal to your wisdom score here.
Strength is intelligence, dexterity is wisdom.
Correct.
Okay.
So when I ask you to make a strength check here, it's going to be an intel check. And when I ask you to make a dexterity check, it's a wisdom check. It's all you're in your mind.
Yeah, right. So it's not a physical thing.
It's not a physical thing.
My God. Okay.
Do remember, time does not pass in the astral, but it will catch up to you all at once when you do leave. If you stay 90 years, you will not age until you leave the astral, and then you will find yourself aging 90 years rapidly back on the physical plane.
So Kaylon,
I know, it's quite an adventure.
Kaylon is somewhere else with his body. Do you know where his body is?
I do not. He would not tell me. Took my equipment. It was not nice. It was kind of threatening, to be quite honest. Those constructs of his, usually I would have slapped him down a little bit, but...
He's a thug. We got it. And this silver cord.
Yeah, and there's one extending from everybody, and it extends about like 2 feet behind you, and then it kind of like fades into like, and it just kind of like waves in the wind, and just infinitesimally like just fades out.
It's so cool.
What happens if my cord gets cut?
You die.
Oh, that's what I thought. Okay.
Don't worry, there's only a few things that can do that. The astral dreadnoughts here, if you see one, run. That's rule number 1.
Run from the astral dreadnought.
You'll know when you see it.
Okay, if you say so.
And be wary of the Githyanki.
Githyanki.
The Gith.
The Gith.
The gift.
Why?
Their silver swords can cut a traveler's silver cord. One of the few things that can. And he says, look, and he pulls out a sword and he tries to chop yours off, Tekla. See, Barb? And it like passes right through. Nothing can affect it. But the silver swords and...
So what are we running from again? The
Astral Dreadnought.
Astral...
Dreadnought.
Right, thanks.
Yeah, anything with the word dreadnought you can run from.
Right.
Standard off, really.
Okay.
Pretty much stay away from that.
Okay. Beware of the gift.
Yes, and you should be aware of some other things. Spellcasting is quite addictive here. It's spells of the mind. Interdimensional spells will not work. Dimension doors.
Teleporting?
Yes, I would not use any bags of holding or bags of devouring. Anything that opens another dimension. Their contents will not be receptive to this place.
No teleporting?
There's no shadow here. There's absolutely no shadow. Your vision goes out about 200 yards, and then there's sparkles beyond that 200 yards, but like that's where like there's just like a permeation of like I don't even know how to say it. Like that's where it becomes opaque.
Okay.
You know, from where you're at.
Gotcha.
Almost like you're in water and you're going to see some distance. Yeah. There's no natural healing here. No time persists, so you cannot take rests.
No rest.
So no natural healing.
Okay.
How do we get out of here?
Reduced to 0 hit points, and you will immediately. Your astral body becomes destroyed. You will return to your physical body in the other plane.
Okay.
I don't like that idea.
You travel back to this spot, and you guys are looking like there's a small little circle where all your little silvery cords are kind of coming out of. Travel back through the spot to your physical place, or if you find one of the many color pools that pervade the astral plane, they lead to other outer planes. But if you step onto another plane from here, it will pull both your physical body and your astral body there.
Okay.
That's good to know.
This is a mind fucker. Alright. This is a physics lesson.
Yeah, I know. Nobody's going to remember this because it's late at night, so. Yeah, we might pause it here in a second, actually.
Okay.
So we're gonna. How are we gonna find Kaylon?
Yeah.
And it's completely silent in here. Movement is based on thought. You must think about what you want to find.
Kaylon?
If that is truly what you desire,
Yep.
then that's what I would do. But first, I would practice movement, sight.
I think about being behind Tyrion pulling his pants down.
Make an intelligence check.
8.
It seems Tyrion's much quicker here. He's got a headband on, so he's behind you and gives it a quick one.
Right. I don't have any underwear on.
Well played.
All commando. Right.
See what you get.
Okay.
Man, we're just staring at this like silvery expanse of like stars, silent. There's no, I mean, like just in a medium, really.
Should we think about this god then?
All right, and
The Latrude?
yeah.
Or the key? Or the key? That's a better idea.
Well, Ramsey says, "Get your affairs in order. Come back, and you can go again."
Okay.
Is this just our first practice?
Yeah.
I feel like I want to think. So there's memories and like what can we access out here? How does it? What's the? Each of the little dots is a memory. Is that what you said? Like
Memories. They could be parts of conduits. Some, which a conduit is the best way to think of it is a portal.
can you see other things? Like if I wanted to see what the Lady Ravon's doing right now?
No, checking up on her from like another plane of existence.
No, this is not the ethereal, the astral. We're in a totally different space.
Are there beings that exist in the astral plane?
The Githyanki make their home here.
Just the Githyanki?
Well,
Yes,
the
and then
dreadnoughts.
some travelers come here to escape the bounds of time.
Okay.
Many come here to travel between planes, seeking different color pools. It's a great way. Many of my tours start just with traveling to the color pool and then to the appropriate plane. It's a nice touch for adventurers. They get an extra experience. This is the only place dead gods exist.
I want to try and be upside down to you guys.
Okay.
That's a 2.
Nope. So you are right side up to us, upside down. No, you're like below.
Okay.
Right.
That's not what I was going for.
No. Yeah, feet to feet. Like you're.
I'm not going to get around very well anymore.
I want to move 20 feet away.
Okay.
At the edge of the bubble, or to see if the bubble moves with how we move through.
What's your intel?
My intel?
Mm-hmm.
+3. Oh no, wait a minute. +1.
+1? Mm-hmm. No. What is it?
12.
12. Okay, you can move 24 units. So you move 24 units straight, and your vision does basically extend 200 units around you. So as you move, that vision becomes, a little bit farther. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's almost like you're not even really moving. You're just like you kind of just appear that far away.
Okay. Well, I'm just practicing that movement.
Mm-hmm. Now tell me, can we move each other?
Things don't stop. Inanimate objects will continue on forever. For instance, if you would fire your bow, you shoot it, and the arrow just goes, and there's no drop on it, there's no gravity on it, it just travels straight, and outside of your guys' vision, that will travel forever. There's been stories, random travelers being struck by things that have been traveling through the astral.
So what is the addiction to casting spells?
Spells are alive here. They are a thing of the mind that become manifest on the astral. It's quite addictive to cast the spells.
How does that work?
They're quite powerful.
You'll have to find out.
Like I said, some spells do not work. Any dimensional spells that deal with time, hasted spells. But spells of raw power manifest themselves greatly here.
Raw power. Can I cast thaumaturgy and create a small sprite as a minor wonder of some
Okay.
to dance in the astral plane?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
I cast that.
Okay. Yeah, it's
So what happens?
Yeah. It just dances. It has a life of its own. It's just like dancing around your head, like just going and going and going. And, starts to dance off. Even after you stop casting the spell, and
so let's set a sprite loose in the astral plane.
You did, yeah.
Oh, okay. I see why it would be addictive.
Right, goodbye, little thing.
Do keep in mind there are pockets of reality here. Sometimes on the gods or some of the other major cities, maybe the gift cities, where things do act normally as they would on the prime.
Okay. Yeah. So we are going to find cities in the astral plane.
Very few, and I would avoid as many as you see. They're mostly we're going to be gift cities.
Okay.
We don't really want to run into them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, people do come here for travelers for looking, of course, for adventure and seeking treasure. Many a mage has made his home on the astral plane. It's a good place to hide. It's hard to be found here.
Okay. So are we ready to go back to Sigil, or are we still practicing in the astral plane, people?
I don't know what we have to do, sorta.
Right. You got a primer. You know how to move around.
Right.
You know your intel is your, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, back to Sigil again.
Right.
Is there anything else we need to know?
But I think that's what we'll call it a night.
Okay. Awesome.
So you guys had your first experience in the astral plane.
Okay.
And we all survived.
You all survived.
Woo!
And then next adventure, we can seek out Kaylon.